It's all right. I had that problem last week too.
That's all right. I got it. Go fuck yourself. There it is. All right. Okay. So anyway, we're live on YouTube. Clint, do your thing. I'll yank this fucker off and put it back on Facebook.
Oh, well, here we go again with another Hamitville Hangout this week. Resident Evil. So, I don't know what everybody's familiarity is with Resident Evil. A lot of people these days are only really familiar with the movies. But for some of us, it's impossible to talk about the movies without talking about the video games.
Now, I'll stop you there because working at GameStop, I can tell you that you had a lot of stupid people come in. They didn't know a whole lot, especially moms, dads, grandmas, grandpas. Hey, I'm looking for that game where you run around shooting zombies. And you didn't have a lot to choose from. So it was either like Resident Evil or Left 4 Dead or something. But normally, is it Miss Abby? Clint, God damn it. You're not admin no more.
Rock, paper, scissors.
So I mean, it's hi, Abby's.
Hi, Mike Massey's here. I haven't seen him in years. Forgot what he looked like.
Blast from the past.
Right.
It's better when I don't see anybody. I have more of an impact when I do show up.
No, I don't know if that's true, but
if you see me all the time, you're like, it's him again.
There's Mike.
Again.
It's more dramatic this way.
Yeah, right. I figured you'd have like fireworks and shit in the back, pyrotechnics and stuff.
Yeah.
So, the game obviously started in Japan as Biohazard.
Yep.
And then it made its way over here. Couldn't call it Biohazard, so they changed it to what is known as Resident Evil. What's funny is a lot of these have name changes like they all do. I think the third one's the most notorious. You have Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, but in Japan it's Biohazard 3 The Last Escape. And I think that's the biggest name change you get out of them all. So, so like Clint said,
Nemesis, if you don't here? Did I watch that? It's
Apocalypse. We're talking about the games.
Oh, I gotcha. Sorry.
I'm just giving a rundown real quick of the history. So everybody knows about the games. If you've never played them, it doesn't really matter, but you've had to have heard of them in the least. Somebody's asked you for something.
I think the reality is it's the fandom of the games that caused them to make the movies in the first place.
Agreed.
Yeah. Unfortunately. And I only say unfortunately because, if you're a hardcore fan like I am, you didn't really expect a lot anyway because it's really hard to transition that to the big screen. And it's with any other video game. For some unknown reason, it's hard to do. Just because you can't do a carbon copy of it, because why do we want to make a movie if you're just gonna, go right down the line and follow it word for word?
Right.
So, So anyway, there's my little history lesson for tonight. It's been going on since 1995. Then it really took off when the director's cut came out for the original PlayStation, and then it just kind of really just flew off the handle. It's been going since then, across all platforms. I mean, and not to be a nerd, but here we are on the Xbox Series X and the PS5, and we just hit Resident Evil 8, The Village. So it's still going. It's deviated a lot from the main story and everything, but it's still going. So obviously, they're doing something right. So anyway, continue, Clint.
So, I don't know. It's probably a good way to break into it. I don't know if we want to jump right into the first movie, but I thought maybe we could go around and find out everybody's experience with Resident Evil and, when they've been exposed to it and just general impressions. What do you think?
Sure.
Go Bacon. Or Clint, go.
I go pretty far back. I didn't always play the games, but I did know people who had them, and I sat many hours and watched people, traverse the games and came up with ideas for how to
run
solve
around in
puzzles.
Circles.
Yeah. I helped them solve the puzzles, and I'm like, oh, you might have to go back to that room because that's, you should be able to open that door now with the key that you just got and all that bullshit. So I was all in when the movie started coming out. So I think I saw the first one. I think I saw it in the theater. Yeah.
So was that
I've been in
2002?
long time. I think I played one of the Resident Evil games on the Sega Dreamcast, if I'm being honest with you.
You would be right.
Yeah.
One of them.
Mm-hmm. I think it was Resident Evil 2. It's the first one I had.
I just love how cranks are like the fucking magical key of any Resident Evil. If you have a crank, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
I can blow cars up. I can make helicopters move. I'm like, fuck yeah, cranks are awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And then do you want to discard this item? Fuck yeah, get out of my inventory. Fuckers.
That's right.
Sorry, that was a video game nerd joke. Sorry.
Mhm.
Nobody's gonna get that. So anyway, continue. I'm sorry.
No, I'm good. Moving
I was
on to
gonna-
the next one.
I'm just gonna mute my ass.
Are we
next?
skipping down and going to the Bacons then?
I don't know about Rich. For me, it was actually our kids. That was. I was never massively into it or a fan of it or so early on. But our kids were super into the games.
Yeah, they love the
Really
games.
quite into them, and I was into arcades. Even still now, I like arcade games. I used to play. I think it was the Extinction, possibly hide and shoot, gat gun in the arcade. And at the same time, I was playing Jurassic Park as well.
Jurassic.
And that's kind of, and then I watched the films later. It started with an arcade game for me, and our kids playing it. I think it was PlayStation 3, maybe.
Then our
I
youngest
don't know
got,
which version it would have
got a
been.
massive crush on
Yeah,
Mila, didn't he?
absolutely. Yeah, our youngest.
And then it was
Obsessed.
non-stop for years, wasn't it?
But yeah, that's how I know it. I don't know about you. I think
No, I'm
we're
about the same.
Yeah.
But I have watched all the films at some point with the kids, but I don't really remember the last three. I've watched I watched 1 and 3 today because on Netflix there's every film on there apart from 2.
Yeah, I thought it was 3 that wasn't on there, but maybe it's
No,
different.
it was.
I think it was 2 on ours. I think it's different with regions.
It was
I'll
there
be
a few
honest.
weeks ago because
Yeah, we have
I
everyone.
remember posting on
but
Facebook
3.
that I was watching it and Don had commented.
Yeah, we have everyone but 2 for some reason. Oh,
Yeah, stupid.
So weird.
But yeah, I love them.
that's where we are, though.
Cool.
Okay.
It's too fucking
All
hot.
right.
Obviously, Mike's got the T-shirt on. I know he's into the game, so
Yeah, Mike, go for it.
I wasn't a fan, I'll be honest with you, the first one for PlayStation. I played it. I liked it. It wasn't like me. I was a big Tomb Raider guy. I think, oddly enough, the movies are what sparked my like of the video games.
Oh, wow.
Because I really wasn't into the games as much. I got into the games as an adult. So when the movie came out, I loved the movie. And then I started watching, I was a big fan of the movie. Then I started really investigating the games and getting into them. Even my daughter and I have played all of them now. And now I'm replaying all of them. Then I'm actually up. I'm about to finish Revelations.
yep.
Okay.
Because I bought all the re-releases for PS4.
Yeah.
And I love the it's my favorite franchise. I used to be Halloween, and then I was like, you know what? Pound for pound, I enjoy watching these movies more because they have a horror element, they have a sci-fi element.
Mhm.
Their action throughout the whole movies. I mean, if you're looking for realistic, how people don't which is the one, Retribution, where they're going through all the different worlds. You had Nazi zombies with machine guns riding motorcycles.
What more do you want?
Yeah,
Living the dream.
you want fun? I mean, but
I mean,
Yeah,
you
I
got something, that's for sure.
I don't even like to rank these because I could sit there and watch this whole franchise and
It's your
I could pick anyone and I just enjoyed them. I love Mila Jovovich. I love the way I'm happy they added her. And a matter of fact, the new one that came out, the Welcome to Racoon City was really close to the game. And I felt like it was good, but I feel with the other movies, it was good they didn't let the game confine them. They went and they still made a more enjoyable movie. So
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
no, a
all-
lot of people have said that. A lot of people have said that it's them getting away from the games helped because you had the liberty and freedom to do whatever you wanted to do. You didn't have to worry about, sticking right to the story because again, it would have just been a carbon copy.
And if you're a game player, you could pick up on all the little things they throw into the movies.
Yeah,
that
Easter
a lot
eggs,
of
they're
people
there.
don't catch.
Yeah, Easter eggs
Yeah,
are there.
I like that stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't know if anybody else has seen them, but they do have CG movies out there too that are
Yes.
they really stick with Leon. Leon's kind of the poster child for Resident Evil. It seems to be.
Degeneration and all the I own those. I actually watch those with my nephew. Those
Yeah.
are good too.
They're Degeneration, Damnation, Vendetta. Yeah, so I mean, if you get a chance to check them out, I mean, it's like watching a long cutscene from the game. That's basically what it is. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, so Nicole, what did you think when you first saw this?
Well, I first saw it yesterday.
You say, yeah, so I figured.
So
I
long
really,
ago.
Love you.
I really had no exposure to Resident Evil at all. I had heard of it through Mike. I mean, I had heard of it, but I didn't really know anything about it. I'm so glad though that now after going to conventions for 20 years and like walking through the vendor rooms, I now know
You
what
understand
Umbrella
the symbol?
Corporation is.
Yes.
I now know what Racoon City is. That red and white pie symbol. I'm not a gamer, so I really didn't have any exposure to it. So yeah, this was my first go around.
Nice.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah.
Good. That's cool. Abby?
All right. Well,
Yeah.
so I've watched people play the game before. I've never played it. It's kind of fun to watch. It's a little eerie. It's kind of like subdued and creepy. And yet these movies are everything but subdued and creepy. And I got to be honest with you, I had only ever seen the first one, and that was 20 years ago or almost. I like Mila Jovovich very much. I think she's stunning. I've loved her since Cuffs way back when. I don't know why. I like zombies. I don't know why these movies don't grab me. But the first one I saw when it first came out on cable or rentable or whatever it was at the time. Yeah. So I made it through 3.5 of them, or maybe 4.5 of them. So I think I tried. I did.
I mean, it's what is there? There's 6 of these movies, right?
Yeah, fuck, I don't even
6 or
remember.
7. There's a TV
6,
show
yeah.
out there now.
TV show.
I think
There is.
there's 7 if you count the Racoon City, which I may have actually seen, just not
there's
this
6
time around.
plus the new one, Raccoon City.
Right.
Yeah, welcome to Racoon City.
Raccoon City.
Which I think I did watch, but I may have been on drugs at the time, so I don't
Oh,
really remember.
Really?
We're not
That's
live
weird.
streaming at all. Jesus Christ.
Really?
I haven't seen my cat. No, sorry. But yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping that, as dumb as this sounds, when I can't get into a movie, a lot of times I will read synopsis and timeline things to pick up on the stuff that I know I've just spaced over because I'm not enthralled and paying attention. So I
Same.
will say I like the storyline reading about it and then going back and kind of watching and going, okay, that's what happened there. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Not like it's any big, mystery and twists and turns, but I get distracted by shiny things.
Right.
Same.
Oh,
And
see,
Mila has a
so
shiny
see, she
thing.
should play the games with people.
Uh-huh.
That's how the shit pops out. It's like something glimmers over in the corner. I'd be like, "What's that?
Exactly. I'd be like, there,
Oh, I got ammo. Fuck
Like
yeah,
that.
thanks, Abby.
Yeah.
Hell
what I
yeah,
got.
hell yeah. Well,
Well, I like how the movies seem to stay true to zombie lore. You know what I mean?
you know,
Ever since we had, like George Romero's, Night of the Living Dead, we think of zombies, in a certain way, Walking Dead people. And now they were always slow in his. Now, of course, we got the remake of Dawn of the Dead. We had fast zombies. We kind of have the best of both worlds in
That
the
fucked my
Resident
shit
Evil
up.
movies.
yeah, you get the best of. You get the
Some
zombies
slow,
kinda,
and
yeah,
then They get
some of 'em-
bursts of energy.
Yeah. Or you can just deal with all the bioweapons that are out there that'll fuck your day up even more than the zombies
Yeah.
will. The liquors,
Yeah.
the
The
tyrants.
liquors are creepy as fuck.
Yeah, the
They are
liquors
creepy.
liquors are crazy.
Like,
It's
And
like,
that's
get
what's-
that away from me.
And that's what's cool about this, and I like that you brought that up too, Clint. The fact that you have your zombies, and then and it's almost like how The Walking Dead works. Almost, like your zombies are always going to be at the top, of hey, I should worry about these things.
Mhm.
But then you got, of course, the people. But then there's things that you don't see, and then all of a sudden they get dropped in on you. Like take for instance with Resident Evil 2, Mr. X. Gets dropped in at the police station, and he is a relentless tyrant, and all he does is follow you through the game, and he will come out at the most, inopportune times for you. And yeah, like you got like 2 feet of space to run by him, and it only takes a couple hits to kill you. But he's not a zombie. He's a bioweapon. He's a BOW, bioorganized weapon.
Yep.
So, yeah,
Then you
but
got
the
those
zombies are
zombies
always your
that-
top.
When you see a regular zombie and all of a sudden the appendages come out of their mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as we go along, they kind of, go from zombies to, you got the Los Plagueis virus that
Mhm.
shows up in 4, 5, and then it kind of, I don't know what the fuck happened in 6. I'm talking about the games, but
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll bust into the first one. Now this one kind of keeps almost true to the original. You have your mansion, the Arkley Mountains, so it kind of keeps up with that. And again, just in case nobody knows, Mila Jovovich's character Alice is nowhere in the game. She is a completely made up character.
Right.
You have the ones that kind of show up later on. You have Jill. She was in the first one. You have Claire. She showed up in the second one. Chris, who's Claire's brother, is in the first one. Leon's in the second one. So they bring those characters in, but Alice is a completely made up character. So I just want to make sure I get that out of the way in case anybody asks that. Where's Alice show up? She never does.
They felt the need to give us some Alice in Wonderland references here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, they named her Alice. The computer generated image was the Red Queen.
The Red Queen, the white.
oh,
You descend
Just got
down.
that.
Yeah, there you go. You descend down into the hive. You're going down the rabbit hole.
Rabbit hole.
Essentially, it's they drew some parallels. I don't know exactly why they did that. Maybe they thought it was cool, but anyhow, there you have it. Moving on.
Yeah. Moving on, and we'll go to the second movie. No, I'm kidding. So what starts everything is basically, you're underground, and they're running experiments, the Umbrella Corporation, and you'll hear that name. It's synonymous with Resident Evil lore. Umbrella is what started everything. Basically these people are doing their 9-to-5 job, in the hive, and then something called the T virus, pretty much gets it gets let out. Air quotes. And pretty much takes everybody out.
Right.
And if you don't get taken out by that, well, you get to run into some other things, but mainly you get, knocked out by this gas that turns your ass into a zombie.
I bought my daughter a cool prop. It was like $200, but it's to scale replica of the T virus and the antivirus.
Cool.
The vials, they're like big. They're really cool. I kind of regret giving them to her. I wanted them for my room.
Where'd you get it, Mike?
It's awesome.
What did you get?
I got a prop, but it's a replica of the virus, the T virus and the antivirus.
Around?
The green and the red vials with the spindles, and they come in like a nice display case and everything. They were really cool.
Did you get them at New York Comic Con?
What?
Did you get them at New York Comic Con?
No, I got these from a company that makes like replica props.
Oh, okay, because I saw them. I saw a guy there that like beautiful.
I've seen them and they sell but they're small. These are like
no. This was
scale
legit.
replica.
Yeah, this was. I was just curious for my own edification.
Cool shit.
Look what I'm smoking.
Oh, look at that. Awesome. Hope you like it.
Buddy Clint gave it to me.
Hope you like it.
Teddy Clint. Old
Yeah.
Teddy Clint.
I love
So,
a nice cigar.
yeah. I wouldn't mind a prop like
That's as
that.
big
That's
as you,
pretty
that
cool.
cigar.
I want a prop of Jill with her boobies out.
Jill with the boobies.
That's the prop I want.
Yeah.
But
Or Mila
yeah,
Tixanich.
so you're right. So that all happens, and then we get Alice sleeping in the mansion.
Yeah.
Basically-
Shower fall.
Yeah, in the shower. Yeah, I'm in
I'd sleep in the shower if I could, maybe.
with her. Yes, by myself now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Fuck that. But yeah, so we kind of get an idea of who she is. You don't really know it until a little bit later, but she's basically, a agent of Umbrella. And she basically doesn't remember anything. She sees pictures of people, mainly another guy that she's supposedly married to has the
wedding
have her ring
photo.
on?
Little wedding photo, yeah.
Yeah.
I know she has her ring on, and then the
She
guy
does.
that they show has his on too.
Yeah,
believe.
because at the end she throws out a flower, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So obviously there's something more going on than they're going to tell you at first. And then this SWAT team just busts in. Oh, get on the fucking ground and blah, 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 blah. And
Yeah.
get in the fucking elevator and we're going downstairs. Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, they want to report.
Yeah.
That's how they expose that her memory
True.
is
Yeah. They
is-
want a report of,
temporarily gone.
yeah.
Yeah.
She doesn't remember a goddamn thing.
Because she don't know who the fuck they
Yeah.
are.
And
Nope.
What?
What?
I understand.
Oh, okay.
Okay. We're trying to make it understandable. Clint, continue.
Yeah, so they end up going down into the hive. They have to hack their way in because the hive went into shutdown. So as soon as the virus released, it went into an automatic preservation mode. So there's a breach of security. Thing closes up, like a turtle's ass. And
Whoa. Hey, now.
yeah,
What is
and
stealing my analogies now? What the fuck?
right. And
I'm gonna have to Google that now.
Yeah, the hive being controlled by the Red Queen automatically goes into like a cleanup type mode.
But what I didn't get is
Asshole
they went
turtle
through
mode.
all that to close the building to lock them in. Why did they have something in there that would, if they knew they closed the building, they kill everything inside? I mean, guess that it wouldn't be a movie, but
Yeah, no, it's just
It's like
nobody,
everything-
nobody knows what a
Photos.
contingency plan
it's
is.
let's just lock them in there, but not kill. Let's just keep them all
Like-
in there.
Well,
nobody
it's
know-
about containment. They
Does
don't
nobody
know
know what fire
they'll
is?
necessarily have to
Yeah,
do.
exactly.
So
Fucking-
they're
Yeah.
just
What's the
containing
fucking place?
everything.
That's always
So they
bothered
can
me. I'm
do
like,
that.
fire, guys, fire! It kills everything. We're just letting let a bunch of pigs go.
Mhm.
The pigs will just eat them.
Yeah, eat the way through the lot.
Oh, I don't think they knew they'd be like flesh-eating zombies more than what if this gets out.
Oh, look at this. It's got the sweatshirt too.
Airborne, It
Jesus
could
Christ.
be just shut it down.
God damn.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I could get my statues and put them behind me. Shit.
Actually,
yeah.
I think the 12th, I'm going to get this tattooed on my hand.
Is that right?
Nice.
No.
Yeah.
Nice.
Here's my shocked face.
That's what I keep my COVID vaccine card in, my Umbrella Corporation.
Oh hell yeah!
Me and my daughter are both
Get
getting
her the fuck away from us.
Love it.
She's got something worse than COVID.
That's
Me and
right.
my daughter are both
It's
getting
got the T
Resident Evil
virus.
tattoos.
Nice. Dude,
That'd be
that's
awesome.
So yeah, so we follow this
Yeah, they had to
SWAT
take the
team.
train.
Yeah, and this SWAT team does not have very good luck in
No, they
In the hive.
don't.
I tell you what, man, I think at some point or another, I really would have loved to have been set on fire, like we talked about earlier. Because the shit that these guys go up against, I mean, there's a room where a laser grid takes these fuckers out. What is it?
That's
three
a
of them
great
out?
kill.
Dude,
That's the best
Yeah.
scene ever.
it is. It's
That
amazing.
is the
But it,
greatest scene in that
it
movie.
takes three out. Like, well, shit. I mean,
Everything. When they show you
Humor.
it cuts through the knife and it cuts
Yep.
through the.
like,
That
Like a knife through butter.
but
that may be That may be the first time that I ever saw, the kill where like basically, somebody is cut through really fast
Slice so
and you don't
cleanly.
see it right away,
And
and
then
then
show
just
it in
something
the
slides
reflection.
off their
And just
body.
slides
Yeah,
off, yeah.
it's that
Yeah.
Ghost Ship is the one people are most remember with that,
Oh, yeah.
like the
Right.
spell.
I'll be honest, that dumb bitch didn't even make an effort to fucking get out of that.
That's what was so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like,
It
Just looked at it. She's like, "Oh, a light."
You see a fucking
Hey,
laser coming at you. Like, she didn't even
I just
blink. You
love how-
watched it cut her.
Whoa.
I just love how the leader was like, jumps up, pulls up, and it cuts his knife, and he gets back down. He's like, "Which way is it coming?" And it turns into a net. And he's like, "Well, fuck me.
Motherfucker.
What are we doing now? What are we doing now? Shit."
Yeah.
We gonna die.
So 3 of them die. If you haven't seen that scene,
You're great.
it is something to behold.
Mhm.
To watch somebody just get the last minute of it going through their eye, and then they pull back, and then you see them fall into like chiclets in the reflection. It's
Chiclet.
pretty amazing.
Yeah, he gets the old runny eye
Yeah.
thing, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The white of his
Turns
eye
into-
a little bit.
Thing.
Turns into ham cubes.
Ham
all
cubes,
over the
yeah.
ground.
I like that. They were
Yeah.
all supposed to be
That's a good
badasses. They
descriptor,
came in and
actually.
everything, and they fucking team got cut in half in like instantly.
That's right.
I mean, you can be as badass as you want, have all the guns you want, but when you go up against a fucking laser grid,
You're
man,
fucked.
You're
You're
nothing
fucked.
but ham
Yeah.
cubes.
what are you gonna do?
That's it.
Shoot them? Do you shoot the laser? See how that goes. Anyway,
Well, when you come up against the queen that's in charge of that shit, you're fucked.
right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're
Then continue.
Yes, sir. So yeah, I mean that was right outside the Hive server room. So that was essentially their plan.
I work IT, and that's never happened to me because I'm still here.
Oh, okay.
thank
Yeah.
That hasn't
God.
happened yet.
That I know of. That I
You
know of.
also don't have a
Thank the
holographic red
Lord.
queen to sit there and threaten you.
I don't, but man,
True.
there gotta be. I know there's some motherfucker sitting in his office with a red button ready to go. Let that IT guy come in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So essentially, their idea was to reboot the Red
Reboot.
Queen so that they could open up the facility again. And she warned them not to do it. So, of course, they don't listen. They're like, yeah, she'll say anything. Don't listen to her. Click, shut it down. And that opens up all the doors, which, of course, releases all the zombies, unbeknownst to them at this point. But they will find out very soon.
Very soon.
Mhm.
Now, I love the introduction to these things because, if I'm not mistaken, one of the first ones you see is one. Isn't he dragging an axe and his ankle is completely fucking broken?
Second one, you see.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Sorry, Claire. Second one you see.
You asked.
Oh, yeah, I did ask.
You
You're
did
right.
ask.
You did ask. You're right. But yeah, so that's where you get one of your first introductions is this motherfucker's foot completely sideways,
Ew.
dragging an axe, and it's pretty gnarly. What are you doing
I saw a
about it?
little girl do that at the zombie walk. Like she had her shoe off, like she just. I have a
Nice.
picture of it. She dragged her foot so it looked like it was bent like that.
Oh,
She was zombie
Oh, that's
Dorothy.
nice.
I have the
Zombie-
best picture. I'm gonna have to send it in the group.
Oh,
It is the
Lord.
greatest picture ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Catalina walked in here with like a crushed up fruit snacks in her fingers, and it looked like she was carrying like coagulated blood or something in her hand.
Love
Oh,
It
she's
was
in it,
like
man.
I was like, what is
She's in
that?
Nice.
I'm
like-
preparing for
Like she
the
had her own
talk,
zombie
Daddy.
encounter.
Yeah, she knows what we're talking about.
Speaking
She's,
of coagulated
she's like the
blood,
little girl that goes up against the glass.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of coagulated blood, they made a point to talk about that in the movie. You know,
Numerous times.
yeah. After one of
Yeah.
the zombies was on the ground, it's like, oh, look at the blood; it's coagulated. Yes. So he's like, well, that doesn't happen until you're dead.
Until you're
dead.
dead.
You
Yeah,
know?
right.
Yeah. So. Oh, okay. Let's wash your hands. I'll be right back.
I've got coagulated blood on my hands.
My fruit snacks are coagulated.
Daddy.
What do I do?
Ew.
Sheesh.
She's so stinking cute.
She's amazing. Look at Clint with his fucking. Clint's got UFC fighter shorts on tonight.
He just
Wow,
going
I-
to get another oatmeal
I gotta
pie.
get the little.
No, he brought like 3 of them in. He
magnifier
ain't gotta
She's
get
got a
this.
magnifying glass out.
I can't see that far.
What? Oh, sorry.
Nice. I miss your faces.
Miss your faces.
I don't want
Somebody
Miss
else who
your
misses our
faces.
faces. It's Peter Anthony. He misses our faces.
Oh, hi, Peter Anthony.
Hi, Bea.
Did you say hi to Jason for me?
He just got in. He just got in from Camp Nabiscobo.
No.
What's going on, Mr. Anthony? I hope you're well, sir. You're amazing. You are amazing, sir. Oh, I gotta let Clint see that. Hey, one of our friends said, "What the fuck is going on, gang?"
There is.
And you're muted, you dummy.
Well, I didn't want you to hear everything I was saying.
Why?
I mean,
I want to hear all about this coagulated fruit snacks.
oh, you saw it first.
Yeah.
What?
Yep, that's right. No, we just had to wash your hands off. That was
I
pretty
get it.
gross.
I actually, I don't like those, coagulated blood stickiness on my hands either.
I can't say I'm a fan of that either.
Yeah, it's not the best.
Yeah,
Depends what it's
I
made out of.
Get your drink, pal.
I like picking scabs off though. It's amazing.
Ew.
Kidding.
Yummy.
Kidding. Anyway, continue.
Okay. So I mean, yeah, it's just their fight to get out. They have to come up with new ideas, but now they gotta avoid zombies. So, yeah.
Gosh
I
darn
know.
zombies.
What?
Hold on, I got it. Fucking hold on.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm doing.
No, you were right the last
There we
time.
go. That was it right there.
No, Mike was on the other end. Doesn't matter.
Go over there, Mike.
Sorry about that.
There. Okay.
So I actually did not refresh my memory on all the details of this one because I felt it was pretty clear in my head. And this one was probably one of my favorites
Oh yeah.
of all the Resident Evil movies that I am now familiar with. So
fast forward, we get zombies. We get a
Mhm.
liquor fight. And then at the end we get a pretty much a hey, here's everything, you need to know that we left out at the beginning of the movie.
yeah,
Supposedly the guy that they take Zona supposedly to it. They take him in the back. He's supposed to be part of the Nemesis project. Now, and Mike, me and you'll probably do this for a while because we're the only ones that really know if you've played the games, if you played them all. So a lot of people think that. So there was a game that I don't know if they show Rebecca Chambers. Was she in any of the movies?
I don't recall. No, not her.
So
I don't
she
know.
was in a Resident Evil. It was exclusive to the GameCube. It was Resident Evil 0, and
Right.
it was a escaped convict named Billy Cohen.
Mhm.
And what happened is you were on a train for a lot of the game, and then you wound up in a secret lab of umbrellas. Then you wound up going to the mansion, and a lot of people think that guy that was with Rebecca either wound up as the tyrant from the first game or was the nemesis in the third game. So that's a little bit of lore that's kind of gets left out of that's why I was asking about Rebecca, because that kind of gets left out of the movies.
Yeah, I've played that game. That was redone and re-released on PS4.
Yep.
As like a 2-pack with the original
with the original
game.
Yeah. So if you've played it, it's a good game. It's a annoying ass game because you have to keep switching back and forth. But it's a good game. But yeah, so Matt, I think is his name. He's on the table. You can see his arms getting all screwed up.
Yeah.
Hey, let's prep him for the Nemesis project.
And this was after they, had uncovered the plot that her fake husband, was involved in to steal the virus and basically sell it.
Yep.
And so that wasn't a cop either. He was just trying to find his sister.
Yeah, he was trying to find his sister, but it was kind of his fault because he helped her get implanted as a mole. So he had to go in after her because he had to feel guilty.
Yeah.
His sister's trapped down at Hive.
Oh, fuck yeah. Now
Yeah.
you get some guilty feelings, beach.
Yep.
Goes around, comes around.
The poor girl didn't make it.
Nope.
Wah, wah.
So, warrant. No whammies.
So,
But yeah,
And Michelle Rodriguez is great in that fucking movie.
oh, she is.
Oh,
She
she's
is
great.
great. She's really great in everything.
Yeah.
I've got
It
it
was
written
great.
down
She
like
tried
4
to fight
times
me.
how great she is in
Claire's
this
fangirl
movie.
today.
Honestly, she's so great in it.
And she was the one who had the pleasure of being bitten by a zombie
Yes.
and slowly changing into one.
yeah. Which you never notice. So that has been one thing that has bothered me with zombie movies as we go through the history of them. And it's not even just this movie, but you ever notice like there's always the one person that gets bit, and obviously I know it's for the movie's sake, but the one person that gets bit, they drag it on. But man, I tell you what, everybody else, they get bit fucking 1 minute later, they're at your fucking throat.
If it's a main character, they
depends on
take
how
longer
fast
to
they
turn.
die.
Yeah.
They drag it out.
It's like, son of a bitch.
True.
Well,
True.
they have to die.
If you're a
So
support
however
character, you
long
know,
it
like in
takes-
the next 2 minutes, you're gonna be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
However long
exactly.
it takes for you to succumb to your injuries is how long it will take to change.
Ah.
So if
I
you
see.
slit your throat, you're dead. Well, bam, you're right up there as a zombie.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
if you die
like
slowly
Mike says,
from a
if you're a
fever-
support character, you've just got to run faster. Otherwise, you just fucked.
Abby, you can shut up now because you're a fucking liar. Because if you shoot
What?
somebody in the head, they dead. They gone.
but that's
But they
how
come
you
back
kill a
30
zombie.
seconds later. You know what? When we go to Monster Mania, I'm gonna shoot you in the head. We'll see how long it takes to come
Alright,
back.
What the
let's see how long
fuck?
it takes.
Oh my god.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
But they
Holy
don't
shit.
fly an alligator.
By the time we
Johnny
get to the next
hates
Monster
me.
Mania,
Do you
zombie
remember when
apocalypse
John
is
used
gonna
to
happen.
love me?
I do love you. No.
Yeah.
And the
This
other
is
thing
why
that
I'm never
bothers me
going to
too
America.
is why does everybody keep shooting zombies in the fucking chest and everywhere? You just saw the guy shoot him in the head and he dropped like a fucking sack of potatoes.
They stayed true to zombies. They stayed true.
Kill the brain,
I mean,
bitches.
Headshot every
They
time.
didn't.
But
Brains.
they didn't. Yep, they didn't add anything. They didn't take away, including the stupidity of shooting them in the body.
That was like which one of those Italian horror? Which one of those Italian ones? Where the guy he shot them in the head and they dropped, and then he just started shooting them in the chest.
oh, that's the Beyond. That me and Clint have a huge problem. A huge problem
Yeah.
with the Beyond.
Yeah.
With
Like,
that.
why
Yeah,
would
the
you
Beyond,
shoot
they
them
did
anywhere
that.
else?
Yes, the Beyond, because the guy has
Yeah, the Beyond.
absolutely has, the ultimate revolver because he can shoot 13 shots before he has to reload it. And, you could have gotten 13 headshots, but instead you got 4 and you wasted 12
He
shots.
shot him in the head,
And
saw they
maybe
went
it's
down.
not
That
a
was the
good
thing. He shot
shot.
him and he saw they went down. Then he shot him in the chest, saw they didn't go down. But then he continued to shoot him in the chest. No,
Maybe it was aiming for the head. I'm not a great shot.
It's possible.
Abby, I'm just gonna look at your shirt all night and just, good vibes.
Good vibes.
I'm pretty sure you could shoot the motherfucker from where this guy was.
I
Yeah.
do.
Italians.
Damn,
Fucking
yeah.
Italians.
Damn it. All right.
God damn it.
Yeah.
All right.
What do
So
they know about zombies? They just know about making pizza and pasta.
making
and
pizza
shit.
Make some
and
pasta and
shit,
Come on.
shitty
Oh,
zombies.
I could eat pizza right now.
Gobbledygook
Pizza
and
from Claire.
Who the fuck couldn't
Fucking
eat
hell.
gabagoli.
I love pizza.
So we're not there yet, but I'll throw up this comment. Canadian boy Ryan says, Day Drunk Ryan wants to say that Welcome to Racoon City is a masterpiece.
Well, that's why you're not day drunk Ryan right now.
Yeah, that's why Day Drunk Ryan isn't here right now. It
Yeah.
doesn't do Claire Drunk
Yeah.
Ryan like last
Yeah.
week,
Yeah.
which is a
Because-
car crash I must apologise for right now.
You're going to apologise.
I'm sorry, everybody. I
Night Drunk-
apologise.
Night drunk Claire trumps everybody.
I apologise so
everybody.
much, guys, to
It
everyone.
really wasn't
I
that
apologise.
bad. I
No,
just
It
mute,
was bad. It
I
was
just
so
muted when
bad.
it
was
got
that
too
bad.
loud.
Cringy
when we got
watch
in our
back on
building here,
Sunday.
I think
I had to
some-
bring her up the stairs. I had to carry her by the back of her coat like a puppet. And her legs were dangling and everything. She was just a mess, man.
I've
apologizing right
passed
now.
I've passed that in the chair when we were live, so don't even feel bad. I've done that.
John's
Yeah.
gone to the bathroom.
it
and
was
never
quite bad.
returned.
Yeah, I've gone to the bathroom and never came back.
Yeah.
I think I disappeared for like 15 minutes.
That's 15 minutes. I disappeared for 14 hours.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If the live stream is still
Literally, like,
going.
you woke up in the hallway. Like,
Yeah, like I came
Wow.
back in, I was like,
apologies for last week.
we're still
Anyhow.
live, son of a bitch, because I didn't give Clint admin rights yet. I was the only one that could do it, so I came back in.
That's right.
It's
I couldn't
still
get in.
recording. I'm like, okay.
Oh, you
That was
only
a good-
muted me. You should have booted me. I was like, why did you leave me there?
Yeah.
Why
'Cause
didn't
I
you just?
Because I was still going to give you an opportunity to contribute. But
That's not
but
funny
hey,
because you
you
knew how
weren't
bad I
even on-
was.
you weren't even on that long. I mean, I don't know what it was. It's like I muted your mic, and then it's like a couple minutes later, you're just gone. So you took yourself
Yeah,
out.
I was probably trying to like walk or something, or like focus.
Yeah.
I
Right.
just went to bed and left her. I fed her. I made her dinner for when I was going fishing the next day, and I just left her sat there.
Mhm. Hey.
Did
Idiot.
your part.
Whatever works. She's safe.
I did
She's
my
alive.
part, yeah.
That's all that matters.
I carried her home and I fed her.
Yeah.
You did
yeah.
your part. Yeah.
Yeah.
Made it home.
You're a good girl.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She's
You
alive.
did your job. She got home.
That's all that matters.
Um,
Right
Yeah.
there, boom.
Yeah, bearing in
So-
mind, the pub we was at was only like 6 doors from away. Not even 100 yards.
Okay.
Anyway,
A
All right.
lot can happen in
Um,
100 yards, my friend.
damn right it can.
Trust me.
All right.
Anybody
so-
want to throw out some final thoughts on the first Resident Evil?
And I'm not
movie?
going to make anybody rank these movies. We've done enough rankings
No.
for the past fucking like
Especially if you
18
didn't
weeks.
watch them all. If you know what I mean.
So we'll just talk about it. I liked it. I thought it was a good representation of the movie. I do think this is my second favorite all time of the franchise.
The first one.
Yeah. I really like Apocalypse because I'm a sucker for the Nemesis. And it was really the only time, and we'll get into it. So anyway, yeah. So yeah, first one, it's my second favorite. It's a good movie. It's a good representation of the series. So
And I like how in the first one, how they slowly introduced the zombies. Like the girl who's in the water, and all of a sudden you see her eyes open.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, like before you just see any zombies, you're getting little shots like that all over.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yep.
Yeah, good introduction. It wasn't
Yeah,
like
they-
crammed down your throat.
They,
It was like,
they
hey,
teased you with
ready.
it. Yeah.
Just a little tickle.
Just a little.
Just
Yeah.
a little.
So, yeah, no, definitely. I like the fact that they paid homage to the game, but they didn't completely rip the game. So they gave you a unique story that was based around, what we all know and love from the video games.
Yeah.
So it and you got a lot of your lab coat zombies, I like to call them. That you get
and
all
I did
throughout
like
the game series.
I just like the fact that they have to cram everything down your throat. Like you got
Right.
zombies and you got a liquor. It wasn't
Mhm.
like how it was. I'm just saying in the second movie or second game where it's like you get the zombies and then liquors are through the entire game. Like fuck, like I gotta fuck with these things. all
Liquor, I
day.
don't
And then
even
you
know
gotta-
her.
Then you
It
gotta
was
deal
like,
with these
it was
things.
like
Like
Tremors. Every movie you got like a different version
Exact-
of.
exactly.
You got
Yep.
more advanced.
That's exactly what I was thinking too. Like you
That's
got
what
it.
we
It
needed.
got
Ass blast of zombies.
Yep. Ass blasters. God. That's awful. You think about that? Zombies just flying across the fucking room with their asses on
Ass blasters.
ass blasters and then biting your fucking face off. God.
Yeah.
Look at that ass, Clint.
That's
Yeah.
a fear I didn't even know
Still,
I had.
still not falling off.
Hanging in there. Ain't
How
it?
about that? It's like The Shining.
That'll be
Shelley
the most,
Duvall.
yeah, that'll be the most suspenseful thing all night. We'll just watch his
I'm
cigar.
gonna try and keep it going, but you know what's gonna happen? It's just gonna fall on me when I'm fucking.
That's right. That's right.
Also, you just see Mike just start running around the fucking building. He's on fire.
Fire! Stop, drop, and roll.
Like, what'd you
Yeah.
douse yourself in, man?
Yeah. So not to sidetrack, but why aren't zombies full of methane? Why can't you cause zombies to explode with open flame?
You can if you're playing Dead Island.
That's Mythbusters waiting to happen. Personally, I would like them to
Yeah.
touch that. Because who says they can't?
I don't know.
Who
It
made that
depends.
rule?
Now look. Now come on, guys. Look.
You see a
You-
corpse, it builds up with methane. If you don't,
Look.
I
There's
suppose
the one
what-
thing. There's one thing that never showed up in Resident Evil: a
Mhm.
fat zombie. If you play the games, there's never a fat zombie. Now,
Yeah,
if you
because they're
wanna go-
all starving.
okay,
I'm so
well, but
hungry.
if you want to go to like Left 4 Dead, Dead Island and everything. They're ones that are filled of with some shit. You could throw machetes at them, and they blow up.
Yeah.
I'm listening to a police scanner.
I don't
Yeah, I
know.
had something as well.
What was that?
That was me echoing.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it sounded pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Can I hear it now?
All right, well that fell fucking face first, so I'm just gonna stop talking. Clint, continue.
Oh, jeez. No, we were getting final thoughts on Resident Evil 1 and whether or not you liked it. Megan.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
I've got a couple of bits.
Oh, go on then.
Okay.
Well, no, one of them was yours when you mentioned the music earlier.
Oh, yeah.
And the guy that did the first one, was it? Can't read my own doctor's handwriting. Marco Beltrame? Is that what he said? Trame?
Marco.
Well, basically, he did music for like this, Scream, Hellboy, Faculty, Terminator 3, Final Destination, all sorts of things. And it's pretty cool and creepy. I feel it was similar in the. I don't know if the music for the game was the same before the movies or.
Oh, fuck.
Mm.
Fell on my computer.
Oh, shit. Knew that was going to happen. Yeah. Yeah, no, the soundtrack was legit. That was one of the coolest things about it, especially like the opening sequence and stuff like that.
Yeah, I just don't know whether it was like used this. I don't know what came first. I know the games came first, but was that the same music? Was it the same person? I don't know.
No,
it'd been different.
all the games. So the games are made by Capcom, who's a Japanese
Capcom,
company,
yeah.
And they kept a lot of the music from there in a lot of the games. The movie wise, I can tell you I do like the music from the movie. It definitely at the scenes, man, it was good for what it was used for. But yeah, I think the composer, I can't remember who the composer for. Let's say.
Didn't Marilyn Manson contribute to this?
Right.
Yes, he
I
did.
was just about to say.
Soundtrack.
I found that.
Okay. Because I thought I had heard that somewhere, but all this other talk's making me doubt it.
No, you're right.
Well, no, it was mentioned in what we saw, but there was never really any proper reference. It just said he was. I didn't find one. I don't know if you
Well, I didn't look that hard, I'll be honest.
I mean, it didn't look
Marilyn
good, but
Manson.
it
Fair
didn't
enough.
look good.
Yeah, I mean Marilyn Manson did. What was the song he did for that? Can't remember what it is now. But yeah, I mean,
And let's not forget, we got zombie dogs in this. That was the first time you've seen
I don't like them.
Cerberus.
that.
They're scary.
That was the first time out of any zombie movie you saw zombie dogs.
Zombie dogs.
I know.
It's really not because of
sharp pointy teeth and that.
You have to go back to
awesome.
Return of the Living Dead when you had the half dogs.
That's
Rabbit weasels.
But as far as like actually attacking zombie dogs, yeah, this was it.
Yeah, they were freaky.
Now you had like the attack that was in what was it, The Omen, where those dogs were like trying to protect like Damien.
Well, those were devil dogs.
Devil dogs. They were creepy fuck too, but
now I want devil dogs.
A straight zombie
Nobody
dog.
wants a devil dogs.
Yeah, nobody wants one. You just get one.
Yeah, that's right.
Want devil dogs? Because that's how you get them.
If I had a Doberman, I would dress him up
cake?
as Halloween. I'd put so you could see his rib cage and everything.
Are devil dogs hostess cakes?
They're one of them. I like them.
What was that, Mike?
What'd you say about
I said if I had a Doberman on Halloween, I would dress him up and I would put, like the fake rib cage on him.
Paint the rib cage.
Then you would have a devil dog, so it would turn around and bite your ass.
That'd be great.
It would be cool.
That would look
You'd
cool.
have the cops called on you so fast.
Right.
The psycho's going down the street with his fucked up dog.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, it was good. Yeah, the dogs were they were the creepiest thing in there, honestly. In fact, I like that they added it because in the game, it is your very first jump scare. When you're running through the hall, when they jump through the windows, so that is your very first jump scare in the game, other than running into a zombie. As you check the corner and all of a sudden one gets up. But yeah, as far as like jump scare, yeah, Cerberus, which is what they name them a little bit later on. They get the name
Yeah.
Cerberus.
Yeah, they do.
Which is,
Um,
as everyone knows, the
The
freaking
dog that
dog that guards
guards
hate
the gates of hell.
with
Son
3
of a-
heads. Yep.
Son of a
anybody want-
bitch. So it's a hellhound. All
Yep.
right.
It's a hellhound.
The hellhound.
All right. So, Claire, did you say whether or not you like this movie?
No, she was too busy ovulating over Mila Jovovich.
Oh, okay.
Ovulating.
That's a-
over
that's
the-
No, moreover, Michelle Rodriguez in this movie.
Oh, yes, Michelle Rodriguez.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
She's
That's
awesome. But I have
Agreed.
got in notes that opening shower scene, Mila Jovovich, it's like it should be just a model shot, not in a movie.
Yeah.
She
Should
does
be in
look
every
amazing.
movie. Should be in every movie.
Every-
Just have a cut. of
Every
that.
film ever.
Just like with
But yeah.
Trauma.
Why did
With
it sound
Trauma
so loud?
with the car that goes over the hill and then it crashes and blows up. Just have Mila Jovovich fall in the shower. Man,
Every single movie. Yep.
every movie from this point on. I mean,
All right.
I'm not gonna lie, I'd watch it.
yes, 100%.
Mike, final thoughts.
Michael,
Hate this movie. No.
Hate this movie?
It's one of my favorites. Like I said, I could put it on anytime. It's a comfort movie.
Okay.
Like I said, it sparked the whole. I love the whole franchise.
Yeah.
I got no complaints.
Nicole.
Cool. Awesome.
There we go. I hate this fucking movie.
It was a good popcorn movie.
Yeah, boy.
It's just
It
not
is a good
my.
popcorn movie.
I'm not, like I said, I'm not a gamer. I'm not a diehard sci-fi fan. Mila Jovovich made it very watchable.
All right. I
Running
stand
around
by
in
this.
those shorts and
There were no naked zombies doing Tai Chi.
I would have made it right there. It's top 5 of all
No.
it
time.
would have been better if Sadler was in it. It was. I'm glad I watched it, but it's not on my high list of favorites.
Okay. That's fair.
It's fair.
I mean, are you a zombie movie fan?
I am.
Okay.
You all know how I feel about CGI. I absolutely hate it.
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm with you on
I didn't
that.
like the zombie dogs. I didn't like.
Okay.
I was not into that at all.
But that aside, but as a zombie film, I mean, is it a
It was decent. It had some
Decent
decent
zombie
zombie
movie?
action shots. Yeah.
all right? Fair enough.
Fair
Abby.
Yep.
enough, Nicole. The girls look
Yes.
good today. Just saying.
What?
I said the girls look good today.
The girls do look good today. That's
They look really good today. Just wanted to tell
What are
you.
you talking about?
You look
She
beautiful.
said you're pretty today. Jesus fucking.
Oh,
Christ.
beautiful.
thank you.
Nobody looks as
Thank
sexy as
you.
Rich tonight. So the hell with all of you.
Yeah, ain't
I'm
nobody
all
looks-
sweaty and
ain't
just got
nobody
back
looks
from
as good as
Walmart.
Rich.
I don't know.
That's right. That's right. Rich has been putting us all to shame.
Yeah.
But
That's usually
But
what
you-
happens.
you're a close second, right?
What?
Yeah, I'm bottom of this list. Sorry, boys. You got a Saigon Sam shirt on.
That's right.
So just to wrap it up,
Yeah.
I enjoyed this movie. It is not a favorite. I'm glad I rewatched it. I probably won't rewatch it again, but I watched it the first time to get all the references, and I think I like it more in theory than I do watching them. And I think that's more of just me, like loud, constantly moving and blasting movies are very disorienting for me now. So I don't know. But I'm glad I saw it. I like it.
Okay.
It's in my top 3 favorite for sure.
Okay.
One more quick thing.
Because you
The
saw
ending.
3 of them.
Yeah, you saw the ending. Yes, Nicole.
The ending got me. I did not see that twist coming. That the brother was the bad guy.
Hmm.
Spoiler alert. Yeah. I didn't see that coming.
Trust
That
me,
was
there ain't a
good.
spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Anybody seen
And
this
he grew
movie?
big hairs
No.
on his arms like
Hey,
the Brundle fly.
Anybody watching this live stream's probably seen this movie.
I would
I
hope so.
would
Yeah.
I would hope so.
If a movie's out for over 20 years, I think you get
Yeah,
You get
it's okay to spoil it.
You don't get a spoiler alert. It's just
You get a
coming out.
pass.
Yep. All right.
All right.
So we'll bust into the sequel, the inevitable sequel, because we knew it was coming. Apocalypse. So Mila Jovovich obviously reprises her character as Alice, and you get a couple people from the game. You get Jill is in this one. Let's see who else in this.
What's the
movie?
dude's name? Odette. What's his real
Odette
name?
Fur.
What's his
Fur.
Yeah,
Fur.
like him. What's his? I don't remember who he is in the movie, but
What
he
the
was.
fuck are
Wasn't
you
he from
talking-
the game?
The guy from the Mummy.
The guy from the Mummy.
Carlos
Yeah,
that's
Oliveira. He doesn't. Is
From
he
the
in this
game?
one?
He's in that one, isn't he?
Is he? Carlos Oliveira is his name in the game.
In the game, yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Thank you.
So
Still does. I mean, I think.
Wasn't he in this
I'll shut up.
yeah.
I could
shut
be
up,
wrong.
Abby.
No, it was in 2, but I didn't see 2. But by watching 3, it definitely must have been in 2.
Hold on, let me double check.
I thought that's where we meet him for the first time.
I thought. Let me double
do.
check.
We do.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Odette Fur. What a name.
Mm-hmm.
Odette Fur.
Yeah.
And Sienna Gallery is Jill Valentine. It's hot as fuck.
Because he's part of Stars. So
Yeah.
Stars is the special elite, almost like SWAT team people who come in to try to rescue a particular survivor.
Really?
And anybody that's ever me and Mike obviously again we'll do it all night, but this is the one that sticks the closest to the games I would think. It has it keeps up with the characters. Joe and Carlos are both in it. So yeah, I mean it's a dead continuation from the first one. You have another SWAT team, another.
And it's got Scott Farkas in it.
Yeah, man.
God,
And
Marcus is
was
in
it
That's the
Omar
first thing when I
Epps
saw
is in
him.
it? Is
I
Omar
remember
Epps
when I
or
first saw him,
No,
I was
Mike
like,
Oh no, it's
Caps.
from Christmas Story,
Mike
the
Epps.
bully.
Yeah.
Mike Epps?
It took me
Wow.
so long to realize who it
Yeah,
was.
man.
Because I was
Scott
like, I know
Farkas.
this guy. I was like, where's this guy from?
Yep.
And I looked, I was like, that's fucking Scott Farkas.
Fucking Farkas.
It was the yellow eyes that gets you every time.
That's what I said when I watched Freddy versus Jason. I was like, that's fucking
Yes.
Farkas.
They should have made him run around with the raccoon hat.
Oh, I did it.
Oh, that'd be
Raccoon
cute.
City, it made
Raccoon
sense.
City,
Yeah.
raccoon hat. See
I
what
mean,
you
it went right with it. God damn it.
That was great that he was in it.
Now this movie is, I will say, I like this movie, but this movie is disorienting as fuck. Like a lot of these fight scenes,
Mhm.
like the camera is it's like they just put it on a fucking wagon and just spin it. Like holy
Mhm.
shit, I can't keep track of what is happening.
You got
Um,
zombie hookers.
Yeah, zombie hookers. Hand-to-hand combat with the nemesis that would never happen in a million fucking years.
Mike Epps,
No.
he was fun. He had some good
Little
comedic scenes.
comedic
If you watch
part.
this movie, edit it. If you get a chance, and Clint knows it now because he's seen it. 'Cause I made him watch it. The edit for this movie is hilarious. He gets like the gold double.
He has the gold.
the
Desert
Desert
Eagle.
Eagles.
Desert Eagles, and then like
That shit is custom.
Yeah, it's like
drops the fucking rocket
motherfucker,
launcher
please.
and gets the miniguns. Look at that big mother Fletcher with that big mother Fletcher gun. Like, what is a mother Fletcher? Like
Mhm.
Master Falcon.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like,
Melon Farmer.
did you really just take 2 words in the fucking dictionary? Just Melon Farmer, I can get.
Yeah.
Master Falcon, Mother Fletcher.
When Odette Fur got bit,
Yeah.
and then she's like, "Lucky
Yeah.
today's your lucky day." He's like, "You got all bit, and you got hanging out with me and shit."
Fucking funny in that movie. He's fucking
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, he's like, I'm all hanging out with you and shit.
Yeah, I like.
Yeah, that probably was my favorite comedic moment was when they tried to hand him a pistol and he's like, motherfucker, please. My shit is custom.
Shit.
I love that part. Anyway,
But and they did a huge disservice to the nemesis. I mean, I think and Nicole with the whole CG thing, I'm with you. I hate it. But this is one of the times I wish they would have did it with the nemesis because you could tell this motherfucker was latex as latex could be.
Yeah,
Like there were parts where you could tell like he was like it hit him in the face, you could tell it was a mask. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, like because it's really not. At least you went through the effort to create a costume, to do your due diligence. Because I'm not gonna lie, if you put the nemesis from the movie up against the nemesis in the game, it's pretty goddamn close. It's pretty close. But man, he just looked like a giant piece of rubber.
And as a gun guy, that guy on the roof, tell me that isn't the ultimate
Oh,
party night.
That's
Just sitting there with a sniper rifle with
That's
a
it, boy.
case of beer, fucking
Any day.
He's having the fucking time of his life.
I did that before I came on the fucking podcast.
I didn't even realize. Even my mouse pad is friggin' started.
shit.
There you go. Yep. That old Beretta.
Nice.
But I mean, it's this is an enjoyable. Now I will say, fucking Alice's intro is batshit crazy. You know, coming into an abandoned church on a motorcycle, and
Smashing through that window.
it was cool. It was pretty badass.
And you kind of get the vibes of the Dawn of the Dead when she first comes out.
You know, this one felt a lot like Dawn of the Dead. It this like the remake. This one felt a lot like Dawn of the Dead. It really did. Like just some places, like you said, the guy on the roof with a cooler beer, sniper rifle felt like the guy that was in Dawn of the Dead when they were shooting.
Right.
It was like celebrity
Burt
zombies. Yeah, Burt Reynolds. Yeah.
You can't say his name without crossing yourself.
Yeah.
He is just
Burt Reynolds.
God.
Amazing.
He's
Dude.
God.
Fucking all I can think is Norm Macdonald on fucking Saturday Night Live.
Oh, Jesus.
Big hat. It's funny.
Yeah.
See, I changed my name.
Doing a car picture with Dom DeLuise.
Rings in. Mr. Reynolds, that's not my name. Turd Ferguson. That's my name. So fucking great. Anyway.
Drink.
Uh-oh, look at Green Herb. Have you been eating your green herbs?
Direct.
Hello.
All right, you know what? While we're on the subject of this, so you know they're smoking those to heal themselves, right?
Smoking
Like,
them.
yeah, when you get the herbs.
I thought they were just eating them.
Fuck that, they're not eating them. You see how they got them in like a nice little napkin and they're all like circular, you know, they're just like, and then their health goes up.
Uh-huh.
That's what the green herbs do. Adam, you gonna back me up on that?
Yeah, I
He
don't,
just came to shit on the whole franchise.
That's pretty much why.
green herbs were the ones that gave you health, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll back you up.
Sweet, see? Smoking that shit. You ain't eating it. You can do it either way, but I think they're smoking it. And I was gonna be like, fuck this movie. Fuck you guys.
I'm not.
Bye. You feeling all right?
Oh yeah, there's no way I should be here right now.
Oh, sweet, awesome. Sweet, even better. Even better. Well, we made it
Keep
through the
side
first
of
one.
Adam.
Did Paul eject you from his cookout?
Yeah, I
cock
got the boot.
Politely asked you to leave?
Oh no.
He
Fuck
couldn't
that.
take any more wieners.
I outstayed my welcome as usual.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Adam,
Filling
you
my
know,
pockets full of
Adam, all the
wieners
guests are
and
upset. You
burgers
need to
and-
leave.
Yeah.
When you keep reaching in your pocket after stuffing them with the wieners and you can't tell the difference between yours and the hot dogs, it's time to leave.
Either that or the raccoon showed up and Adam was like, I'm fucking out of here.
I'm done. Bye.
Yeah, the raccoon showed up and he's like, "Oh, that's right. I have a podcast to be
Yeah,
on.
a podcast.
We're talking about Raccoon City."
Pretty sure someone's gonna get bit.
The Racoon City spreads the T virus.
Yep, it's 7
Right.
o'clock and the raccoon's out. I'm going home because this motherfucker got rabies. All right, well, the more the merrier. Welcome.
Mhm.
I'm glad you're here. We just made it through the first movie.
Yeah.
That's probably, God damn it. I assume we're at like the 5th movie already. So
Yeah.
just be like, this movie sucks. Mute.
Mhm.
No, we're on the second one.
So yeah, this one did an even better job, in my opinion, of giving game fans stuff that they loved from the games.
They
So
did.
you got the knocked out Raccoon City, post-apocalyptic looking, everything, and people just basically trying to survive and fight their way out. So that was everything that we loved about the second and third game, because as we know, the first one was all about the mansion. Second, third game were all about getting out of Raccoon City, and I don't know. I was all in. This one's high on my list.
No.
Yeah.
The cemetery
you.
scene is cool.
Cemetery scene's badass. It's you ever know, and has anybody ever noticed that other than like a couple of movies? Not a lot of zombie movies take places in cemeteries, or even have cemeteries in them.
Except for Return of the Living Dead.
I don't know.
Abby, Return of the Living Dead. Night of the
Night of
Living
the
Dead.
Living Dead.
Except
I'm
for
snap-
almost
no.
every zombie movie I can think of. Yes.
Yep, like that.
Has a cemetery scene.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I was just sitting here trying to think
They're
of one
coming
that
to
didn't.
get
And I was
you,
like, well,
Bob.
wait a minute. Return of the Living Dead. Oh, wait, there's a cemetery.
Not
scene.
everyone does.
You know,
God
it's
damn it! Just saying, not everyone does.
Fucking even Burial Ground had catacombs. Is that technically a cemetery?
But
Didn't
you
we
know,
watch
it's really,
Cemetery of the Dead, or what was the one we watched? in the
Everything's
Poconos?
on an old Indian burial ground.
you know, what's really funny is
Everything.
So in the games, Resident Evil 3 was the first one to introduce a cemetery scene in the game. The first one, the second one, they didn't have it. Then it actually had it in the third one, where they came out of the ground in the cemetery, and it was like, holy shit, it took 2 games to do this.
Because they're
That
just
was-
like supposed to be like biohazard victims, right? Just
Mhm.
like residents
Right.
of the town that got infected and died and turned into zombies.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's about that's everything I just stated is everything I know about Resident Evil.
Sounds great. You're an expert.
You
You're a
did better
fucking
than some
expert. You know more than Nicole. You know more than Abby.
No, I know.
And me.
Crying out loud.
You know more than Nicole. I think everybody here does. As far as Resident Evil goes. As far as Resident Evil goes, Jesus Christ.
You know that George Romero was supposed to do the first movie? Did you
Was
guys
he?
talk about that?
Yeah,
No.
there's a documentary out, is there not?
Yeah.
There's a
like,
documentary on
waste
YouTube on the whole thing.
what a waste of opportunity. How do you not give that movie to George Romero?
Because we're going
Like,
to
how
give
do
it
you
to
not-
Paul W.S. Anderson.
Yeah. The rest is history.
Yeah, bingo. Exactly.
I don't know.
No, we
Should
talked
have at
about
least
it.
been a consultant.
It should have at least
Just
been,
like,
you know, everything. Writer, producer, director.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
right.
I mean, it's oh god, it's you know, this is such this is a divisive series too, because if you've played the games but you've never watched the movies,
Mhm.
if you've ever played 3, this is the best movie, hands down. Like, because it, like you said, it checks all the boxes.
Yeah.
It has the zombies, it has, you know, the liquors, it has the nemesis, it has
I don't know why the liquors makes me laugh every
everything.
I am
It's a
definitely
terrible
12
fucking
year
name.
old.
Yeah, they could have come up with
I mean-
something better than the
every
liquors.
time.
It's not a good name for a
Or is it the
like-
best name? I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
Which
Like, if
ones are the
somebody's
liquor?
like, if somebody's
Yeah.
like, hey, don't go in
They
the
that
one with the
room.
long tongue.
Yeah.
The liquors are
Oh,
in there.
yeah,
Oh, I'll be
And they have a
right back.
brain on their head.
I mean,
Well, that's all it
technically,
took. Nicole's like, "What's the liquor?" One with the long tongue.
You're watching the wrong movie.
yeah, technically,
Oh, I watched the wrong
I
Resident.
usually
Wrong
am.
version.
if you named them tongue punchers, that would have been like closer to what they actually are. You know.
Oh my!
Adam,
Tongue penetrator.
space tongue. What was the?
The space tongue, yeah.
It's all falling apart now.
That's it. That's it. That was
There it
it.
is.
Jesus, an hour 7 minutes. We broke Nicole. All right, that's a record. That might be a record.
I
you know,
don't know.
at
I think we've done it faster.
Have we done it prior? Okay, it felt like we've done it.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Faster's not always.
Yeah, I mean,
If somebody's like, hey, don't go in there, there's liquors in there, I'll just be like, what's the worst?
Yeah, right, like, what
You're like, that's
Let's get out
gross,
through the
but
door.
that doesn't sound so bad. You know?
see, Nicole couldn't do that.
They walk
She
in the
flew
room
past that
backwards.
and run through the fucking room.
Oh, Jesus.
Nicole, stop. That's not the. Oh fuck.
I hate that I can't see you move.
Son of a- Everybody, turn the light off. Good night.
Yeah,
Fuck.
we just lost all of our viewers.
Wah,
Oh,
wah.
womp, womp, womp.
But,
We had
It was
viewers.
totally worth it for that
Yeah.
tongue puncher comment.
Oh, absolutely.
totally
Yeah.
worth it.
Oh,
That's
fuck
why
it,
they
whatever.
left.
We'll get them back. We'll get them back. It's all right. It's all right because once me and Adam combine this with our wrestling podcast, it's game over.
Mm-hmm.
It's game over.
Yeah.
Dude, I have to tell Adam because he's live. I want to see his reaction.
Me
Scotty
and-
Too Hottie's coming on our show.
Get the fuck out of here. Are you
Yeah, man.
serious?
Yeah,
Holy shit. We're going to be doing the worm?
the worm.
Oh man, that's freaking awesome. That is
I had to
awesome.
tell him that.
Holy shit.
So I've been watching all this old wrestling, getting ready for our podcast.
Yeah, that's gonna be
It's gonna be
awesome.
fucking awesome. Got a tag team for our first episode. They do like indie tag teams. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Top 10 tag teams of all time.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
Awesome. Great.
it's gonna be legit.
Great. Anyway, where are we at? Nicole run through room naked with liquors. Anyway, I like this one. I do. I like this one. Yeah, Bacon's.
We did see this one this
Oh,
time
shit,
round.
that's
They don't
right.
have it.
Years ago.
God damn it! How does this one? How is this the only one that eludes you all? Fuck, the
It's
best one out of them
stupid,
all.
man. They're all on
Honestly, we
Netflix,
looked all
apart
over.
from the second one. It's fucking
I
mad.
did find it to watch illegally, but it was in Spanish.
Yeah.
And my Spanish wasn't, it's
Ooh.
not that great.
I bet that was. Oh, I'd have watched
My
it
Spanish
anyway.
is
Fuck
like
it.
this. So
I'd have watched. I'd have watched it. I don't give a shit.
Don't they have to have liquor?
Right there, bang, game over. Let's call
Right
Clint.
back. There we are.
Let's call Clint. He'll tell you
you
what the fuck
watched
he's
the
saying.
wrong version again, haven't you?
Yeah,
I was watching
Okay,
Animal
just a little
in
bit
Spanish.
slow.
I can watch.
yeah, right. Pretty sure Clint was watching
But
that.
yeah, this is the one we didn't watch today on a
Clint was watching
recap.
National
I can't
Geographic.
remember anything from the
Yeah,
first
that's
time I
so
watched
weird
it. So no.
that it's the second one for you, but in the United States, it's the third one that's not on Netflix.
Yeah,
You
It
don't
must
know
be
why.
regions. Yeah,
Probably.
odd.
Netflix is a dickhead. The
Yeah,
amount of money I give out
Damn.
every month.
it's true.
And this is the reason why price hikes keep happening. Because live streams keep saying that. Netflix is a bunch of dickheads. $24.99. Fuck you, Rich. Damn it. Son of a
Yeah,
bitch.
only
was.
1, 3, 4, and 5 are on Netflix. For some odd reason.
1, 3, 4, and
You
5.
ever
Yeah.
notice how they keep the best
No,
ones?
because I
Yeah.
watched.
2, 4, and
They
5.
keep the best
I
ones.
watched
Either way,
one,
I
2, and
found
3
both
on
of them
Netflix.
There's no two
Yeah,
on
I
our
don't think- I
Netflix,
don't
and
think 3
everything
is
else
on there.
watches.
I could be
pay for
wrong
it.
because I didn't watch them on Netflix.
Yeah,
Mike's
two's
got,
not
Mike's got the
there.
special collector's edition Blu-rays of all of them.
Of course he does.
Have them on
Yes,
he
DVD, on Blu-ray.
Jesus Christ. Laserdisc.
You're my
Is it signed by Mila Titsevich?
Milititsevich.
Tits of-
He's been saying that for 2
I
days.
do enjoy her.
It is
don't
a
blame
fun
Yeah,
him.
thing.
me too. I would enjoy it
Oh,
if she
Jesus.
let me.
She's
I'm
married
buying-
to the Paul Anderson guy, isn't she?
Yeah.
Isn't that why she
Who?
keeps getting cast in these movies?
Oh, that makes sense.
Total
Yeah,
sense.
she's married to the director.
That would make sense. Yeah.
I'll
I've
buy
liked
2
her ever
copies of
since
it.
Dazed and Confused. So
Have you seen Cuffs,
no.
Mike? Please watch
No.
that if you like old
If she's
Christian
in it, I'll
Slater.
watch it.
She's in it.
It's an old Christian Slater 80s movie and it's fun as hell.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
she's
right, Christian. I think I have seen.
My
that.
sister had that on VHS. Then Pump
So
Up the
did I.
Volume.
so
Pump
did
up
I.
the volume,
I was
yeah.
like, Jesus Christ, Shannon. What are you doing?
Oh,
I was
no,
like,
those
now I know
are
why your
great
door's closed,
movies.
weirdo.
Cool.
Oh, God. Anyway, let's get through the second one.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Nemesis can't kill him unless you blow him up. Pretty much how we do it.
This
Man,
is-
Clint's sweating bullets. It's hot as fuck.
It's not here.
Hot as fuck. I ain't even got no drawers on.
Yeah, it's warm. It's warm here as
We're
well.
on 20 degrees.
Yeah, which is warm for
Yeah.
here as
That's what my
well.
room is.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Not
think
for the
it's
reason you
cooler
think.
here, guys.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
not
that's not
even
for the
kidding.
reason you think.
Yeah.
No.
You're like, I was told there'd
cooler-
be liquors here.
Yeah.
I think it's cooler in Florida.
I'm sitting on my balls. So
Yeah, I've been doing that since I turned 40.
Yeah.
I'm doing it because
Nice
they're
here.
cold.
It's like 50 something outside right now.
Oh,
well,
sounds nice.
That's why you got your sweatshirt on there, homie. Anyway, Bacons can't say anything. Mike, Mike's gonna be like, "This isn't my favorite one."
I like Sienna Galleria's
It's
Jill
Jill.
Valentine.
Yes, absolutely.
I think she played a good part. And like I said, this had a lot. You had the graveyard scene. You had the dirt neck little zombie kids in the fucking school.
Dirt neck.
Little
Love
son.
it. Dirt necks, little kids.
Little pieces. Oh,
I swear. Oh man, that's gonna
I
be
was
that's
hoping
gonna be
so
our
much
intro to our group now.
somebody would have gunned them all down.
Y'all better be some dirt neck little kids if you're gonna join this group.
You got Scott Farkas got mauled by a zombie dog.
Scott
God,
Farkas got
fuck.
fucked
Oh,
up.
I got this bitch, and then they fucking like 3 more came and just fucking. He's like, oh, shit.
Scott Farkas. God damn
Pay
it.
back for fucking Christmas Story.
There you
Yeah,
go.
Little asshole. You want to bloody Ralphie's nose. Oh yeah. Great move. Nicole. I hate this movie.
I enjoyed it. I love Mike Epps. I think he's just funny as hell. He's the best part of the Friday movies.
Yes.
It was an entertaining popcorn movie. It's hard for me to get past all the CGI, but it wasn't bad.
I think they really are all good, like popcorn movies. Like you can watch them once, get through them, and then maybe.
Yeah.
Now, of course, this one I watched religiously, like over and over and over again, just because, like I said, I liked the Nemesis. Abby.
So I'm gonna basically mirror Nicole on this. It entertained me. I made it through. It's not something I'm gonna watch again. It was fine. I'm not, and I don't know why. I should love it. I genuinely think I like the eye candy. I like the concept, but I just think it's too loud and fast for my brain now. I really do. I just think I can't love those kind of movies anymore. So apologize in advance, but she's very pretty. That's all I got.
You don't have to apologize for your opinion, but you are wrong. So,
But you are wrong. I think it's in my top 3 favorite of the series, though.
oh, I think that might be for everybody except for Adam, who ranks them all at number 6. He's gonna go. Well, I ranked this one number 6, and then the next one go. Well, this is number 6, but Adam, it's number 6. All right, what do you think, Adam? Apocalypse.
Is Nemesis in this one?
Yes.
Yes.
It's been like, literally years since I saw it, but I remember thinking that one of the best things about the movie was the practical effects they used for Nemesis. It's like one of the only like a lot of CGI in these movies, but it was I think everything with Nemesis was all practical, and he looked pretty awesome.
Yeah.
The best part about it.
Yeah, and Mike Epps was pretty good in this one. Jill Valentine, I remember. Her sticking out to me. That actress that played her was pretty good. So like the franchise hadn't totally gone down the toilet at this point. It was still kind of
The shitter was still half full.
Yeah, it was still kind of like
There's still some room.
like you still had some filmmakers with some pride making them at this point. It wasn't just
There you go. Oof.
Happy
I have a
Pride.
quick question about too. Was this the one in the end she's forced to fight?
Nemesis.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, and she finds out it's really what's his name? Like
Matt. Yeah, Matt from the
refurbished.
first movie. Yeah.
Yeah. Refurbished
Ugly
Matt.
Betty.
okay,
Saw that
I did
one
like that
normal
part a
eye, and
lot.
she figured it all out. Which
I like that a lot when she realized it was him. That was heartbreaking.
My only thing is that how are you going to go toe to toe with? Now again, if you haven't played the games, you don't really understand it. But that
Right.
fucker, he would have fucking destroyed everyone. Just because of how he is. Like his rocket launcher and the gun that they put in his hand, like he has those in the game. He has a rocket launcher, but he's mainly hand to hand. That was my only thing I didn't like about it was
The one that says
yeah, he goes, he's hand to hand. I'm like, dude would have ripped her fucking head off. It'd have been over. Because they didn't even show he's got these tentacles that come out of his hands. That's how he normally kills people. He'll pick them up and just shove them right through his right through their face. That's how he kills a lot of people. But they don't even touch on that. But I mean, again, you can't have a direct copy of
he's
the
fucked
movie.
me up a bunch of times in the game.
Man, that dude's fucking killed. I went through that game without saving, and then he's like, "Yeah, pick me up and
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself. Now I'm not playing this game for 6 months. I'm gonna go cry under my bed.
Rich quit.
Yeah, but I like
I think a liquor just attacked Abby.
Oh shit!
I think a liquor's attacking Nicole.
There's a tongue puncher in the room.
Tongue punching. Jesus Christ. Sounds awful.
Doesn't it?
It does.
All I can think of that is that Price is Right game. I'm so sorry.
Oh, punch a bunch.
Somebody needs to put a
That's
liquor
the
tongue
only thing
on it.
going through my head when you say that.
Wow.
Somebody doing it with their tongue.
Bob
Somebody
Barker.
needs to put that tongue on William Sadler, and he could be a sad liquor.
Oh, or a Will
Give me
Liquor.
5 minutes.
All right. Give me 3
Put
minutes
that in
off
my
camera.
head, Mike.
3, mate. 3.
Make sure you mute your fucking mic.
Ah,
I don't want to hear
Yeah.
that. Anyway, before it gets too hot and steamy.
Yeah.
Third one. What the fuck is the third one? It's not Extinction, is it?
Yes.
Extinction.
Extinction.
Ugh.
that's the one with Ali Larder, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Ugh.
Yeah.
This is the one where they're on the run.
Are they on a desert?
The Mad Max meets
You got like
Walking
30
Dead.
sand zombies in this one.
Oh, sweet. Is this one where they introduced Claire?
Yes.
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 Yeah.
Allie, yeah.
And as per usual, I found her character disappointing and underused.
Shocker.
Yeah.
A main character from a game that's underused, huh?
Yeah.
Fuckers.
Fuckers.
So
I
Personal
agree. For
opinion.
somebody who was such a big part of the video game, in the movie, she was good, but she was like, man, like I
Right.
said, very underused.
Yeah.
Well, Jill was put at the forefront in Apocalypse more so than Mila Jovovich was. It seemed like
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
So,
she
and
was
that's how it
highlighted
should
for
have been.
sure.
that's one thing that was the main reason why I didn't like the movies as much as I should have, because I felt like Mila Jovovich should have been a side character, and you should have had the characters from the games be the mainstay. Like, have her as an original character. That's not a problem. I don't have a problem with that. But how she was built up in the first one, all right, she has her story. You know pretty much everything until the final chapter. But you know, you can, when you let Jill, and I think that's why I liked Apocalypse better than any of them, because Jill was almost on the same level as
It seemed
Alice
like
was.
they more teamed up,
yeah.
which is what should have happened in Extinction.
Yeah. It should have been Claire and Alice, and it was like, it just wasn't any of that. So, Clint, I'm going to let you explain this one because you're going to do it, because I'm telling you to do it.
Good.
Yeah.
This one is not super fresh in my mind. I skipped over this one for time saving purposes because I wanted to refamiliarize myself with the later ones. So, but the way I understand it, they are making their way across the Nevada desert at this particular point in time. And the idea is that they're on their way to Alaska. So it's really a movie where it feels like you're on the run. They put you in a different setting just to change it up. You know, we're no longer in Racoon City. You know, you encounter the fact that they've been dealing with this for a while.
So now they show you like the globe, and they show you how much the virus is spread.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so I think really they're just trying to find a safe place to go. And this is the first time that they're really.
And like we were talking about before, Mike Epps got bit in the beginning of the movie. It took him like the whole movie to turn in.
Yep. And he became that cliche guy who gets bit by a zombie and doesn't tell anybody.
Yep.
You know,
and he still went on his date.
The second guy, the guy in the second movie, when he found out, what was the guy from The Mummy? I can't remember his name.
Oded Fair, yeah.
He didn't tell anybody he was infected. He's like, you came in here and you didn't tell anybody you were infected, or was,
yeah.
I wouldn't either.
Yeah. Same thing he was bitching about in the last movie he did in this movie.
I just would have shot myself. I'd have just went into the Valley of Flowers and shot myself, and y'all wouldn't see me again.
Went on his date, was eating fruit cocktail with the chick, and freaking didn't even tell her.
Didn't even tell her. What the fuck? What if they wanted to? What if she wanted to fuck? What were you gonna do? What were you gonna say?
Shirt on.
I can't get a hard on anymore because my dick fell off. I mean,
Full excuse.
just saying. I mean, yeah, you're full of excuses.
Yeah.
Then
Just
again, it
saying.
works to the advantage if rigor mortis starts setting in your dick. I guess.
Yeah, your dick. Yeah, I mean, fuck. That's the best thing you can hope for. Fuck.
Clerks flashbacks.
Well, we got derailed on this. See, this is a problem with this movie. It derails so far from the series that it's almost impossible to talk about because they do it in the game too. And again, if I bring up the game too much, I'm sorry, but it's just that's where this all came from. But they did wind up going to Antarctica and Code Veronica, which they don't even talk about in these movies. Again, they completely elude and omit from the movies. And I know in the later movies they bring up the executioner, the big old dude with the hammer, and he's in the fifth one. They go to
he doesn't come
Puerto Rico or
afterlife.
somewhere. Yeah, so
Right.
they it's just like a mishmash. So they take all the movies and kind of or the games, just kind of stick them together. But this one was just like I said, they're trying to get to Alaska. Can you get to Alaska from Nevada?
To Arcadia in Alaska.
Without a boat?
They didn't know it was a boat. They thought it was a place. And that's how it ends, where Claire goes with the kids and everything on the helicopter. And
she says, take care of them.
Alice stays behind to go there. And
it's my thing, too. How many fucking disposable helicopters do these people have?
6.
They get blown up or they got like 12 of them that show up at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think it was all the leftover ones from Terminator Salvation.
And I like the guy, the umbrella guy.
Isaacs?
What's his name? Ian somebody?
Yeah.
Oh, Ian Glenn.
Yeah, the guy that plays Isaacs.
Yeah.
Dr. Isaacs. Or
and even the
whatever
guy
his
in the
name
last
is.
one. The guy that was the main umbrella guy. Tom, I don't know his real name. In real life, his name is Thomas Correct. Something with a K. But they always find like a royal douchebag to like play.
Yeah, of course.
Play the umbrella guy. And
Bring in the royal douchebag.
Douchebag.
I'm in the douchebag.
Yeah, Ian Glenn. Isaacs.
That's who plays the asshole in Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Middle finger.
No.
No.
Duran.
Different guy.
Duran.
Middle finger.
The good guy.
Littlefinger
Guy
is his name in Game of Thrones. His name's Littlefinger.
That's a different
But
person.
it's
Scene
not
where
the
she
same
goes
guy.
into the where
He's
she
the one that
picks up the
plays-
radio.
He plays Sir Jorah Mormont
Yeah.
in Game of
Thank
Thrones.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes and picks the radio up. Yeah.
And she goes in, she thinks she's helping people and they try to kill him. That crazy chick, look what you made me do to my baby. She was like,
Oh,
the baby was fake. It was just like a ploy to get her there.
You dropped my baby.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That guy tried to like put her
that's
legs
just-
apart and
as
she
well.
fucking kicked him and just killed him. And she's like,
Yeah.
he's fucking dead.
It's quite a deviation from any normalcy. And there's something to do with is this the one to do with the crows? We get our first taste of the
yeah, so the crows were
The
pretty
murder
awesome.
of zombie crows. That's awesome.
And you
One of
kind
the-
of had
Murder of
kind of
crows.
had Dr. Isaacs experimenting with the zombie, kind of like Day of the Dead with Bub.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's one thing that these movies seem to do. Like the further they went on, each one of these that I watched, I was like, "Oh, they're doing this movie now."
They're paying
You can
homage.
always say that too. You go,
Yeah.
"Oh, they're doing this now. They're doing that
they're-
now." Like,
Zombie
they've
goes
borrowed
crazy and
something
he just locks the
that I've
guys
seen
in there.
before.
And
yep.
the
Yep.
fact that he just locks them in there and just stares at them through the glass and what like I'm like,
Yeah.
like he could have let them out. He could have
Right.
like
Like
Yep.
fuck. Yeah, no, you're right on that one, man. They took a lot of tropes from other movies as they went further along. Yeah, with like I said, with experimenting with them, and it felt like Day of the Dead. And these, these movies would have been a lot. Well, obviously, that's without saying, but these movies would have been a lot different if Romero would have been behind them. But at the same time, everybody knows what you would have got.
They'd have been darker.
Yeah, they'd have been a fuck ton darker.
I think there would have been less martial arts in it too.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
Matrix.
The games are darker though.
Yeah.
The games were a lot darker than the movies are.
The games were a lot darker. And your main villain, Albert Wesker, you don't even get him until
To the end.
Oh,
the
yeah, I
end.
forgot about him. Yeah.
This has been the asshole that's been in the thorn of everybody's side. That's been in Resident Evil from
since the first game.
get-go.
Yeah,
From the beginning.
And he's
a son of a bitch, huh?
and he's a fucking prick, and you're not even the ones that
Jesus.
he doesn't get shown until the fourth fucking movie, or the end of the third one, end of the fourth one, and then you couldn't even keep the same actor as, Wesker throughout the fucking series. Like, okay, guys, come on now.
Well, they had to get a stiffer douchebag.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't get a phone call.
Stiffer douchebag.
Boom, boom. Psh. But yeah, I mean, that was my big thing was
Sounds uncomfortable.
Umbrella took a what'd you say, fucker?
I was just, a stiffer douchebag sounds
uncomfortable.
Sounds uncomfortable. I mean,
Yeah, you ain't lying. Summer Eve. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, why didn't they just? An Umbrella took a back seat too. It was like, so Umbrella, Wesker, the two things that stuck out in the games. Now they're barely even showing up. It's like I don't, and I mean, to be honest with you, if you do play the games, that kind of happens anyway. So really, they did keep true to the games, because at one point, Umbrella kind of falls off the map, and even these main characters that we're talking about now kind of do too. So, I guess the movies did kind of keep up with the games. Now I think about it,
It's like they concentrate more on this guy, Dr. Isaacs, injecting himself with the shit and turning into something.
which is basically William Birkin from number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, again, I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat. I mean, I love the games more than I love these movies. That goes without saying.
Yeah, I'll agree. And if we're going to go around, my final thought on this one is the last one that I didn't seriously nitpick it and had a bunch of problems with it.
Yeah, I think this is the last one that you can't, you're going to do it at the end. You're like, I think what really made it was the fact that at the end you're like, was that a Resident Evil movie? Did I just watch a Resident Evil movie? Yeah. You had to question it, and that's when it's like, oh, when you got to do that, these next ones ain't going to be very good.
it's almost like Fury Road or something. Like, so much.
Yeah,
sand.
yeah.
That's what I said. It's the Matrix meets
CGI sand.
No, it's not. It's Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Spider-Man 3, Sandman.
The Matrix
really
meets
start
Mad
telling you, like,
Max.
what they're
That's good.
doing.
That's exactly what I thought the whole time I watched it.
What do you say, Mike?
It's Assassin's
They start
Creed.
Really
Fully.
showing you, like, really what they're doing behind the scenes, like experimenting with Alice with all the clones. And
Yeah, with the clones, yeah.
Yeah.
when she goes and she sees, like, the trench with all the dead Alices in it.
I actually liked this one. I don't know if I'm in the minority, but
It's not a
It's
bad movie.
like the biggest, shiniest one of all of them. But again, it was a separate. I think it's the one that is most separate from the rest of the movies.
That I'll say, yeah.
And again, Mad Max meets fucking
The
Matrix meets Night of the Living Dead. It's like,
oh shit, that sounds amazing.
I know, right?
I mean, that shouldn't be what this movie's about at all, then.
And I did like the whole Carrie-esque powers that seem to have come out since they've been doing their little experiments. So she's like, "What, bitch, you crows?" and just fucks them up.
Does anybody else take a real quick glance at Nicole and she looks like she's got bunny ears?
Yes, I did that before because I can't see, so I can make
the picture behind her.
Guys, in the picture behind her.
So cute.
Bunny ears.
Oh, really cute.
Your boobs look great.
Your boobs look great. Awesome.
Or a turtleneck.
Snowballs. Now she's covering them up. What the?
Oh man, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
No,
you're fine.
God, what is this? What are we? Are we sponsoring Hostess and Little Debbie now?
I
You're eating
might
those
be.
damn pies.
You have no
He's eating-
idea how much
He's
I
eating snowballs. When the fuck
I
did we
want a
sign
fucking
a?
snowball right
When
now.
did we sign an agreement? Because we're never going to see any of that money.
It's
Open
been
those snowballs. I got 2
20 years since I've had a snowball at a
Yeah.
minimum.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say since probably 1996.
Yeah.
You're not missing
You know
anything.
what that is on Urban Dictionary, right?
I do
Yeah.
actually, yes.
Have you ever
Oh,
seen the movie
God.
Clerks?
Yeah, I saw
Oh
Clerks.
Jesus Christ! We're
Yeah.
not. Please,
Anyhow.
no.
So
Are we Eskimo brothers?
Sorry, but I digress. This movie is shiny and explosiony, and I do like. It's just and I like Allie Larder. I think she's kind of a good
Yeah, me
addition
too.
to most
She
of her
played a
movies.
good. She played a good Claire.
Who was the blonde though? I didn't care for her. The younger blonde.
I don't know her
The
name.
teen.
She was
I don't know.
in the movie. Her name was Kmart.
Yeah, she irritated.
That was it.
Her name was Kmart.
Spencer
That's
Locke.
right. Spencer Locke. Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry, Spencer Locke. I don't mean to be
Yeah.
fresh, but that character annoyed the shit.
You fucking suck. You killed that movie. Sorry.
No, it was
Shiny and explosiony.
And I-
Explosioning.
That's good.
see the White Witch.
There's a white witch and a red witch, right? I'm starting to remember this
So,
movie a little bit.
yeah.
All right. Everybody else realize that Ashante was in this movie. Sorry, I'm a big
Wait.
Ashante, yeah.
We get
Yes.
into the White Queen,
murder rank. Sorry.
if I'm in the right movie. And go with me here, Claire, maybe Rich. Does it give you a Silence in the Library sort of cow feel? Do you know what I'm talking about? Doctor Who? Anyone?
I've never been a big Doctor Who fan. That was you and
Damn
Michael,
it.
one of our youngest.
I don't have
Yeah.
a crickets. I don't have a crickets thing in my soundboard. Otherwise, I would hit that.
Damn it.
No,
Thinking you rely
I don't
on
get
that
the
you spoke
reference.
for your-
I've seen some Doctor
Somewhere
Who.
out there, there's one person going, yes. That's what
Yeah.
she
Well, that
reminds
motherfucker better hit a comment real quick.
And that's what we
Yeah.
live for.
That one person was Spencer Locke, and now she's out the door.
And they just left our group.
I'm sorry, Spencer.
God, and they just left the group and blocked
She
my
was like-
ass.
Son of a bitch.
Like, you didn't like my character Kmart? Bitch, your name was Kmart.
Kmart was some of my best work.
If your name would have been James Way,
She
I
was
would have
very
liked you.
pretty.
Yes.
If your name would have been Ames, I would have definitely liked you.
Yeah.
Or Roses. I'm in.
Mhm. Yeah.
Not Kmart.
Or Hills.
Hills, yeah. There you go. Hills, 100%.
Oh,
Best.
God.
Best.
Montgomery Ward.
Montgomery Wards. God damn.
Oh.
Just change your name to that, Spencer
Yeah.
Locke.
So, although I will say that this had some pretty kick-ass swordplay in it. We had Mila with the double fucking
Yeah.
kukris
Yeah,
or whatever they
pretty
were.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was cool.
That was cool.
Yeah, that's pretty
Who
cool.
brought up the crows? Was it
That was me. I'm sorry.
like
Well, a couple of us did
A couple of
actually.
us did, yeah.
Yeah.
The crows are what killed Ashanti.
I don't remember
Yeah.
like I just remember playing the actual game and like back when what game was that? I think that was Resident Evil 2, wasn't it? Was that Resident
They were in
Evil
a
2?
first, second.
They all I just remember the first time I was over at my buddy's house and the first time like the crows busted through the window when you're playing the game.
Get yourself right there.
I felt like somebody just gave me the ball tap from hell. I
Oh,
was
no shit.
scared to death.
Oh, that's
Like
awesome.
you weren't used to that in a freaking
No.
video game.
Fuck
Like
no.
I was like,
No.
what are we doing here?
That's what I was telling everybody about the dogs jumping through the window. I was like, I don't shit myself when I play games
Yeah.
unless
was like-
I've been playing games for 18
Yeah,
hours
the
straight.
dogs were
Then I have to poop.
scary in the game.
And I just started
definitely.
playing this game and I shit my pants. What the fuck?
I think I was like, can we go back to GoldenEye, please?
Yeah,
Like, I
right.
don't want to play this anymore.
Let me go back to
GoldenEye.
Star Wars
Yeah.
Rogue Squadron. This game's scary as fuck.
GoldenEye. I used to play that on Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, 64. It's on a Switch now.
Yeah.
Fucking right. Yeah, this one I kind of agree with Clint. You know, this was the last one you could really nitpick just because it had some cool shit in it. But goddamn, after this, yeah, the other ones had good stuff in it. but I just didn't enjoy them as much as the other ones.
I didn't like it as much as 1 and 2, but like I said, it had enough cool stuff to keep it interesting.
It had enough to like be like, okay, this is interesting. But again, man, like I really wish that a lot of these characters would have already been introduced. I mean, like, because Leon gets introduced here, Ada gets introduced here, Barry Burton, who was in the first fucking game, gets introduced here. Like, but again, I get it. You're trying to keep away from the games. I get it, but man,
yeah, like Leon doesn't get introduced in the movies until like part 5.
Yeah,
he's in Retribution with Ada Wong.
Yeah. So I'm like, man, but I'm a Leon whore, so I'm sorry. I gotta hop off here, guys. But continue, please. My father-in-law's birthday.
Gotcha.
Love you guys,
Awesome.
Adam.
Dude, Scotty Too Hottie.
Scotty Too Hottie, baby, and we're gonna get Gangrel too.
I can't freaking believe it. It's
And we're gonna get Gangrel. That's
Awesome.
the best goddamn intro ever. So I love you guys. Continue this conversation if I can hop back on. Back on. It was great seeing you guys.
Bye.
Yep.
Love you
Good
all.
to see ya.
Love you.
All right, guys.
Hey,
Love
man.
you all.
Peace out.
Peace out.
And then there were 6.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go watch the Spider-Verse. Oh, sorry. Love you.
That was a lively chat last night.
It was a lively chat.
All right. Yeah. All I know is I was trying to fall asleep. I kept looking at my phone. I was like, how the fuck do I have 37 messages that I missed? And I open it up real quick and they're still going off about the Spider-Verse. I'm like, fuck. Anyhow.
We were trying to watch a movie too. We're like,
I
God
know.
damn it.
Oh.
I was getting hazed for not seeing a movie, and I was just like,
All right.
I'm a grown man. I can watch what I want.
That's right.
I want what I want.
Yeah. So now we come to Afterlife 2010. These movies all seem to kind of run together for me.
Yes.
When I get to this point, like there's a real distinction between the first 3 movies, in my opinion, because you've got number 1 in the Hive, you got number 2 in Racoon City, you got number 3 out in the desert, and then you get these, 4, 5, 6, where they have a lot of the same elements to them, and they kind of seem to share story elements because they like to reference them, in between all of these movies, and they kind of bleed together for me. This one, I think, does stand out a little bit in the sense that it takes place in part in a jail. So this one does kind of have its own own identity, I guess. And we got some weird shit in this one. We got Alice packing shotgun shells with coins. We've got
Cool.
I'd love to try that out. Not for nothing.
yeah.
I've always said I'm going to attempt that.
And that's one of those things I wanted to nitpick. Those coins were awfully big that she was stuffing into those shotgun shells.
Quarters.
And that was kind of my thought. It's like, well, you can't fit a quarter inside of a 12 gauge. She's got these sawed-off handheld shotguns. I'm like, are they 10 gauges? And if she's trying to fire those one-handed, she's gonna like break her freaking wrist.
She's gonna lose
It's gonna
something.
fly off.
I think it would work with nickels.
Yeah, that was kind of my thought too. Nickels might work. Dimes definitely.
There's a part of me that wants to sit there and try that.
Uh-huh.
I think I'm going to.
There's a part of me that wants to watch from far away.
Yeah.
Same.
Like just video it and send it to me later. This we had something that I don't think I've ever seen before in a zombie movie, and that is zombies that tunnel. Like they gave you like camera views of zombies tunneling underneath the prison.
But
I don't know.
like fucking rabbits or something.
Did I say something funny?
I posted something in the.
Oh, I gotcha. Gotcha.
Oh, God.
All right. And of course we got that big ass zombie with the hammer and the with the axe on one side, which I don't remember what we called that. This is the first time it showed up, not the only time. Yeah, Don was just talking about it. This one was okay, a little over the top for me.
He looks almost Silent Hillish.
Yeah, it kind of did. And I felt when she landed the plane on the rooftop, that felt very Escape from New York to me. But I could be full of shit. I could be full of shit.
Oh shit! I have 15 cards.
And Kim Coach was like a major dick in this movie.
Yes.
Yeah, he was great. Actually.
I actually told him, I was like, you're a dick in that movie.
Do love that film.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. So
he was a nice guy too. He actually, because my wife was a big Sons of Anarchy fan, and I was at Chiller, and I asked him,
That's a great
and he
show.
said, call her up on the phone, and he did. And he called and he spoke to her and everything. He was very cool.
I enjoyed meeting him very much. I met
But
him.
I told him, I was like, I could care less about your show. I don't like dirty bikers, and I thought you were a dick in Resident Evil. So
You said that?
I actually told him.
Did he laugh or what did he do?
He laughed, and he actually told my wife on the phone. He was like, "This guy Mikey, he doesn't like me too much. He called me a dick." She's like, what? I'm like, I did.
My best friend was so drunk that he told Kim Coates, "You got a girl's name like me," and then said, "Fuck you guys, I'm going to find Baywatch." And then he drunkenly stormed off and got in a fight with Scott Wilson, but that's a whole other story. Random. Anyway, yeah, so this movie, go ahead.
Yeah. I don't have a ton to say about it. I mean, this is where it started to drop off for me. With the Resident Evil franchise in general. Sorry, I got to turn down this volume on this thing that she's playing with. Yeah.
I actually didn't know where it was coming.
It's a little distracting. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's dogs shopping in a grocery store on YouTube, so she likes to watch stuff like that. Yeah.
As one does.
Yeah. So interesting that this one took place in a prison, and they had that one dude from Prison Break in it.
Right. Face. What's his face?
Wentworth Miller.
That exactly.
That could
Wentworth Miller, exactly.
Yes.
Not seen it, but watch the trailer.
Wasn't he in a Buffy episode?
Yes, I feel he was. Yeah. We shall save that for us.
We'll save it. Sorry, go ahead.
And I would probably say that he was, in my opinion, a casting mistake for the character of Chris Redfield. But that's only because of, how I remember the character from the video games. He doesn't quite line up. But he's a perfectly fine actor, and I think he was in popularity at the time, probably in part due to his show Prison Break, which is probably why he got on this one. So
good at breaking out of prisons.
Yeah, not a bad actor. I just for me he wasn't Chris Redfield. But yeah, beyond that, this movie just felt like one that didn't need to happen. She left Alaska and flew back with Claire, and for some reason went to California. I don't know why they did that.
Nobody.
Yeah, and spent some time in a prison, then had to escape. That was about it.
Abby, quick thing.
Yes.
I wanted to check. It was Go Fish swim team one.
Swim team.
I could see him as soon as you said it. Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did anyone have 15 cards up their ass? I'm sorry.
No, but he looks hot in Buffy in that one.
and they introduced Chris Redfield.
Yep, we were just talking about that dude from Prison Break.
Yeah,
that Wentworth Miller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Playing what's Claire's not Claire. Yeah, Claire's brother.
Claire's brother. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's as far as I got. I didn't get any farther in this movie.
Yep.
This is my least favorite
What kind of
one.
mentality do you have to name your kid Wentworth?
Wentworth Miller.
Yeah.
Wentworth.
Must have been a family name.
Yeah, I guess.
It's either a very wealthy name or
Wentworth.
a prison name.
I've got to say that the Selbach H name went with.
No, that was Vinegar Tits.
They kept chucking out name ideas. No, that one's not douchey enough.
I knew a guy.
What's the next one?
We want him to be a butler, damn it.
Wentworth.
Yeah.
What's the name? What's the best
Oh,
name
it's a
we can
good
give
butler
him?
name as well.
Benson was
It's a good bullet name, actually.
Albert's not good enough. Wentworth.
Friend of
I
mine
say.
went to college with him.
Wentworth.
Oh.
His mother was a wench.
My friend Elizabeth went to college with him, and
the batteries.
she used to show me all pictures of them all getting drunk.
Oh, wow. Huh. Well, I do like some good drunk pictures.
I knew him from
I have a few
DC.
for-
What is that? Legends.
Eh?
Say again, Mike.
Yeah.
I knew him from DC. What is it? Legends of Tomorrow, and from The Flash, he played Captain Cold.
Yeah.
I can never hear you, man.
Played a real douche there too.
I can't.
Damn.
I can't stop laughing at the Zuno thing. Sorry.
Rightly so. Right in the face.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Ruckus.
Yeah.
Resident Evil.
Resident Evil.
Looking for
No, I
that
will
reverse
probably
card.
Off this soon because I will be useless to you, and obviously I'm disruptive. So
Okay. So, Mike, did you say this was your least favorite one?
My least favorite out of the franchise,
Okay.
but still had some good parts. Like I said, I can sit through it. I actually watched it today,
That's cool.
and
Yeah. No, I want to say they even pulled a little Poseidon adventure on us, where they
Yes.
did a little underwater swim,
Shelley
to
Winston's-
get to the armory. Yeah. Anyhow. All right. Oh, Don agrees. Agreed. So,
how does he feel about Uno?
Where is Dom?
he had to leave. What do you say? His father-in-law? He's having a
Yeah, his father-in-law's
birthday,
birthday.
something like that. He has
But
to
he's
go
still
be a
got
part
time
of
to be
the.
on his phone listening and commenting.
Yeah. Well,
Obligations.
actually, that was in the Hamitville chat, so it probably had nothing to do with what we were saying. I guess he likes Uno also.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah. So, yeah. This one pulled out a lot of stops. I felt like it was, almost nonsensical. Like I still don't know the reason why they went to the prison. You know what I mean? It's like, so if I find myself asking that at the end of the movie, then I don't know. Either I wasn't paying attention because it wasn't good, or they didn't do a good enough job of explaining it.
This one felt like it pulled a lot from the Dawn of the Dead remake.
Yeah.
Sorry. I gotta go. I'll be right back.
Okay.
oh God.
All right.
What's in the chat? Have we missed something?
Oh, okay.
You're still there and
There-
laughing.
yeah, there's a.
He's still
Yeah, he put up a meme in the group. Right. Oh, did you see it now? The crying dude who's like saying Uno with 15 cards up his ass. So.
Yeah.
Sorry, I said I was really drunk, and I am.
Hmm? What? This is news to us.
I'm okay
More
with
so
that
than
Adam,
usual.
after last week's performance from me. I'm okay with you being really drunk.
All right.
I'm
Love
gonna
you.
eat dinner here. I'm gonna eat dinner here in a second.
Okay, cool. Go for it. Is it spaghetti
ravioli
meatballs?
on
I fucking
toast?
hope
Do you
so.
have ravioli on toast? Do you need me to come and cook for you?
I told him it had to be spaghetti and meatballs. So,
Oh.
so anyhow,
Tinned meatballs.
oh, now the frozen Swedish meatballs, maybe.
Those
No,
meatballs from IKEA are money. Sorry, good.
Yeah. How many people saw the fourth one? Since we're sitting here talking about it.
I tried.
No.
I didn't.
I have, but a long time ago, and I don't remember it. I've watched it with the lads when they was younger,
Okay.
but
I don't.
I don't remember.
All right.
He
Okay.
probably had the least game input out of all of them, I feel.
This was Retribution.
Afterlife, I believe. Yep. This would have been the fourth movie.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
2010.
Yeah.
Taking place in the prison. Yeah. So we got a couple of new characters introduced in this one, and a whole bunch of CGI and more Matrix type martial arts kicking and shit.
Like, where do you think that came from? That's not in the games at all.
No,
That made that Matrix stuff. Like,
no, definitely not. So like, it's not. Yeah, that's just something they added because it was all weapons. There was almost no hand-to-hand combat in the games themselves, unless you want to count like the combat knife kills.
Yeah.
Those games are awesome because they're like survival horror. So like,
Mm-hmm.
you put yourself in the place of those characters and like, you know what you would do with, you know, if a zombie horde was coming after you, and it definitely wasn't like punches and kicks and, you know, Matrix moves. You know what I mean? It would be like get the best gun you have and start blasting them, just like the games.
You ever play anything on VR?
No, I've seen a lot of stuff on YouTube, but it looks
Have you
pretty
ever
cool.
played Biohazard when they're in the like the? All right, I bought my daughter the VR for Christmas a few years ago, and she's like, "Dad, you got to check this out." And I played, and I had finished the game, but I played Biohazard in the VR.
Mhm.
I had to take it off. It freaked me out.
That bad? Wow,
fucking
that's
freaked me
that
out.
good. That's awesome.
You look like you're walking through this fucking house, and the first time something broke out of me, I almost fucking shit my fucking.
Yeah, for sure.
I was like, I can't, I can't do this.
Sounds worth the money to me.
Biohazard is
It wasn't right for my daughter to see her father scream like a girl.
Biohazard was kind of a
That's a
scary
great
game.
fucking-
That was a creepy ass jump scare type.
Between
game.
Biohazard and Village, they have enough material to make a kick-ass movie.
Oh yeah, absolutely they do. All right, Adam, did you ever see part 4? Did we cover
I think that I did, but I don't remember anything about it,
this? Okay,
so I have nothing to
Okay.
contribute.
that's fine. We can move on. I think we, Mike and I agree that this is not our favorite. They seem to, although I don't know if I'd call this one the worst one, but that's just because I really nitpicked the shit out of the ones that came after it.
Nicole, did you see Afterlife? Or did you not get to that one?
Part 4?
Yeah.
I did not get to that one yet.
See, it had Kim Coates in it. You're a big Sons of Anarchy.
He
fan.
was in 3.
No,
No.
that's 4.
He's in Afterlife.
Then what the fuck one did I watch?
He plays
I went by the list that Ryan sent.
he plays a big douchebag in part 4.
Okay, then I did see the first half of 4. Then I did not see 3. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Now,
What was your opinion on part 4 then?
What I saw, I love Kim Coates. I'll watch him in anything.
Okay.
I loved the plane landing on the roof. I thought that was a brilliant scene.
Yeah.
I did.
Did you get Escape from New York vibes?
Yes.
Okay.
A little bit.
I'm just throwing it out there because I said that earlier. I'm making a case for they haven't done anything original in these movies. They're just stealing shit from other movies and just throwing it together.
Yeah.
They're almost kind of like different seasons of Walking Dead with like different, like you have like the prison season, and you have the farmhouse season. You know what I mean? Like they just
that's
keep
true.
like switching like locales. I don't know.
Yeah. do change it up for the most part in each movie, and they so much to the point where they're like, damn it, we got to quit doing this on the land. Let's get ourselves an aircraft carrier. So I think that's where we end up in part 5, isn't it, Mike?
Yeah, they find out that Arcadia is an actual boat.
Okay. And not some place in Alaska.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. But it turns out the boat is like, it's not even like a safe place that everybody thinks. It turns out that Umbrellas has people there and they're, you know, experimenting on them.
Yeah, is it like a kind of like a mobile lab or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's he doing?
Yeah. Or wait a minute. I'm sorry. I'm screwing this up. So we go deeper into the clone thing. So where we have a bunch of like clones of Mila. We've got clones of Michelle Rodriguez. We've got Oded Fair in there. You know, like everybody you've seen so far, they're basically clones that end up in this Umbrella facility, which has different like scenery.
This is the next one, Retribution.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. If I didn't explain, I was moving on from Afterlife.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I stepped away for a second. Yeah, we can move on. Definitely. I love Retribution.
Okay.
Because I think it gave you everything. It gave you got one from Tokyo, even if they were just simulated, but you went from Tokyo to New York to Moscow. You got all different worlds. Like I said, Nazi zombies riding motorcycles.
Yeah. You got
with chainsaws.
But I've never
I mean, you actually had zombies running around with chainsaws.
Yeah, that's pretty screwed up.
I mean, like, fuck.
Yeah, I didn't hate this one in the first half. I saved my hatred for the end. I did like a lot of the stuff that happened in the facility. I like the fact that they sent in a rescue team. I didn't understand how the hell you could have a research facility completely submerged, you know, under ice in Russia. Somehow Umbrella had the deep pockets to do that.
And to say it's big is like an understatement. Like I said, there's
it's a city, man.
Like you get separate cities under there. Like you go from one to another.
Yeah. And there's a lot of like holographic imagery and things like that. Like you don't really know what's real, and some of the people there, you know, the clones, they completely believe the situation that they're in.
Yes.
You know what I
the
mean?
cool part is you see like, even though Dead Fair, they come back as bad people, you know, as like
Yeah. So they can be different versions of themselves, in whatever they're basically programmed to be.
whatever twisted fantasy they want.
So this is I don't quite understand the experiments that they're doing with all these clones under there. It just sounds to me like it's almost like they put them all together in these different scenarios for entertainment.
That's what I was just gonna say. Like, you know what? It was just one fun scene after another. It was like
Yeah.
The fight scene where she had the chain and the padlock was pretty fucking great.
That was pretty good. Yeah. And did more of those like backwards cycle kicks and shit like that.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When she ejects the magazine from the gun and it like kicks
it.
it.
Yeah, hits somebody in the face with it. Yeah.
She kicks it. I was like,
Yeah.
and as a gun person, I hate when any movie where they throw a magazine in the air and they catch it in the gun. It will never ever happen.
Yeah. Unless they sit there and let you do it, 137 times.
Yeah.
Till the one time that you get it. Oh shit, I got it.
It.
Everybody jumps up and down and celebrates before you start shooting them again. Kind of like
it's going to be good when Mike starts off a sentence with, "I'm a gun guy."
And even for the ridicule of movie, like to make it entertaining, but I hate when they do that.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, they even had a dude sacrifice himself, which I know that was supposed to be heartbreaking and so forth. I didn't give a shit.
It goes out to
he gave his own life for that. Fuck off. I don't care. Then they escaped and they did that really annoying thing. This is the part where I started going, the other direction on this movie. I went from loving it to hating it as soon as they got out of the facility, and we had that fucking submarine scene where the sub comes up through the ice and they got to have one final fight scene. You know what I mean? I'm like, they're out. They escaped. What the fuck is this? Yeah, oh, sure, the nuclear sub.
And I did like, though, in the fight scene, like when Michelle Rodriguez, when she hit somebody, like they turned it to green and you saw like the bones break.
Oh, and their heart stopped. Yeah.
I thought that was cool.
That was kind of cool. Yeah, she did that to Mia too, but she didn't die. Weird.
No.
Weird.
She just got back up. Broken bones and all.
The other guy died, the black guy from part.
Yeah, because
I don't know
they
what
always
his name
do.
is. He's the only black guy I know named Boris.
Boris. Oh,
I don't know his name in real life is Boris something.
Oh.
That is a.
He put his name is Luther in the movies, but
I shall tell you here in just a second.
Maybe his mother was Russian.
Man, I don't know, but I remember when I first looked that up, I was like, Boris. I'm like,
Boris Kodjo?
Yeah, that's
Kodjoe. Kodjo. Yeah. Kodjo. Yeah. Interesting. That is a weird name. Huh.
Now you pissed him off.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck my name up, will you? He has left the chat.
Oh, you watching Retribution tonight?
I need to finish part 4.
Yeah.
Skip part 4. Just go to
Retribution. And I didn't see part 3 apparently.
Yeah.
I'm gonna annoy you to watch all these movies.
Adam.
I'm okay watching them all. I just need the right order.
I looked it up online.
Watch Retribution next. You'll like that one.
Yeah.
Well, I want to watch them in order.
Yeah. If you love CGI, you'll love Retribution.
Really?
You want to see
for the whole family.
149 Mila Jovoviches on the screen? You will see that.
That will get me there. Yes.
Turns out I did see that one, so I think it's the next one I stopped in the middle of.
Yeah.
Never have too many Mila.
Never.
Yeah. There's no in between on her. You either love her or you hate her.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, this one, it was just a lot of fun. This one. I mean, you can't go into this one expecting. That's what you get: zombies attacking you in Tokyo.
Oh yeah,
attacking you in Moscow.
No, they couldn't have done some of the things in this movie without the CG. I mean, it just wouldn't have been possible, given budgetary restrictions. You know what I mean? You'd need $1 billion to do some of the shit that they would have had to do. So I mean, yeah, it couldn't have been done without the CGI, and I think that even now. There's better CGI than what we got in this movie. I wouldn't say it was the worst I've ever seen. It wasn't.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
And you mentioned the guy that sacrificed himself at the end.
Mm-hmm.
How he went out and got shot. But he threw the gun in the air. It was in the air for like 5 minutes. And then
yeah.
He actually lay down, stayed there for a while, and then woke up, and then the gun was still falling.
Yeah, and caught it. Yeah. I love that.
The gun was just levitating for a few minutes.
Yeah, they did something like that. I'm gonna nitpick in the next one.
And then he got the gun and he shot one guy. Why wouldn't you just start shooting? He shot one guy and then they gunned him down even more. So I'm like,
maybe he knew he was gonna die and he's like, I always wanted to do this, so here it goes. He's like, yeah, I shot one guy, I can die now, and he did.
He was a cigar guy. He was the guy. He was that guy with the gun and the cigar, like you see in movies.
Yeah. That's right.
He knew he was going to die, but he lit up the cigar anyway.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yep. He's the
It was a lot of fun, but I like the fact how you
Buster
saw you
Scruggs
had
of
like
this
a
movie.
good, you had the good Michelle Rodriguez, and you had the bad one.
Yeah. No, I totally take more of her. She was great.
She's a badass in every movie she's in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
And I
good.
loved how in the
Good
one
way.
scene, I guess in the subway scene, they made her like really soft and like I'll say sensitive and left wing.
Yeah.
She's like
United
she's
Street
like I voted for gun reform.
Control.
Yeah.
I marched against the NRA.
Yeah, exactly.
So she goes, it's like a camera. Just point.
Point and shoot. Yeah, sure, it's that simple.
Who are we talking about?
We were talking about Michelle Rodriguez. How they had her.
Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I thought that's what was her. She's the girl. She's the actress that saw Vasquez from Aliens and was like, I can make a career playing that lady in every movie like that I make. Because that's isn't that essentially what she does in every movie? She plays Vasquez.
Yeah, it works for her.
But it worked for her. I like her.
Yeah, it works for her. Oh gosh.
She's just so one note.
Yeah.
And
But
actually,
it's a
I actually
good
put on
note.
the other.
Yeah.
She's in the Dungeons and Dragons movie, and I actually put it on, and I fell asleep on it like the first
that's
half hour.
cute.
But yeah, she has like that same character in Dungeons and Dragons.
Like bravado, like the bravado.
They don't fuck with me.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, she has the best resting bitch face of all time.
Mhm.
That she does.
I like a
And
good
this
resting
movie
bitch
is
face.
where, and I'll give it to them. They brought in Leon in this movie, and he like looks exactly the way he does in the game.
Yeah, he kind of does.
One of the few times you can say that, though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I mean, you even
I
without
agree, though,
before they
yeah.
even
I
mentioned
agree.
his name, I was like, that's got to be Leon. That was the same
Yeah.
hair and everything.
Oh, yeah.
and-
Wearing a jacket. Yeah.
exactly.
Oh, that Leon and his jackets.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So yeah, I don't know really where the end of that movie puts us. I don't, because they
Well-
kind of like ended it right there.
Well, no, they go back to supposedly Washington D.C. and Wesker is sitting in the Oval Office,
Oh,
Oh, right.
and Wesker
That's right.
actually injects Alice and gives her her powers back.
Right.
Because I think even Wesker at this point realizes like we're fucked.
Yeah.
And then when they pan out, it's like the White House, and there's like this zombies and there's shit flying, and like basically the whole world's just fucked. There's
Yeah.
guys on rooftops with flamethrowers, and they're lighting the zombies, and that's how it ends.
Yeah. I gotcha. Okay, I must have checked out before that. And that brings up another thing. Yeah, he was the same guy who took her powers away with a
Yes,
different
with
injection.
the different injection, yeah.
Yeah. Was that in part 4?
That was in the beginning of part 3, I think. No, part 4.
No.
Okay, part 4. So basically she was doing all that insane, Matrix stuff, where it seemed like she still had all of her powers. When technically she didn't.
No, she was pretty much kicking ass without any powers.
Yeah.
You had it inside you all along.
Yeah. She fell back on all that secret training that she had, for
Yeah.
sure.
Muscle memory, they call that.
That's right. Yeah.
And she had those batons with the blades that came out.
Oh,
Like,
those batons.
Yeah.
Abby,
She
Abby,
did a-
why can't I see Abby anymore?
Because
Oh,
I'm hiding.
Oh, all right.
she's
fine.
hiding. So, all right. So where does that rank for you?
I mean, I don't like
Mike?
these movies. You're just taking another reason why I'm here away.
we were expecting a full review on Paul's Cookout.
Well,
Yeah.
I got that. I'm writing it as we
Is it
speak.
still going on?
No, I don't
Oh.
think so.
Mhm.
maybe
one of those
the,
guys when he has enough, he's like,
Adam
"Get
wouldn't know
everybody
he
out."
was asked to leave.
Yeah,
I was asked
no.
to leave.
As a matter of
Probably
fact,
putting hot dog in my pockets and
Yeah,
told me
yeah.
to go home.
matter of fact, Paul
He
just
asked
hit
if you want to play Uno.
Paul just hit the chat. He said hello. Hi, Paul.
That's all.
Hey, Paul.
Paul.
hey, Paul.
That did
Well,
actually
want to
happen
watch
to
into
me
the
before,
Spider
but-
Verse?
Yeah. Paul did not join the hangout here because he hates all the Resident Evil movies.
So do I.
I don't know if that's true, but I understand.
But I'm not here to rain on anybody's parade,
Yeah.
though. I
Yeah.
don't
I
think I
am.
have.
So I guess Afterlife is the one that we should move to now.
All right. On that
No.
note, I love you guys so much.
We all have to move to the afterlife now. Is this like
Mm.
a Jim Jones thing?
Oh my
So-
goodness. I'm gonna go get my Kool-Aid.
Yes. Did you receive your Kool-Aid packet in the
I
mail?
got my Kool-Aid packet. I will catch you guys in a little while.
Okay.
Mwah.
Love
I
you.
love
Bye, Abby.
We all have,
Bye, baby. Love you.
we all have to put our sneakers on and lay in our bunk beds.
Yeah.
We
Something
did have
like
to
that.
gotta go on to the fight.
Oh, you're going all
That's
Heaven's
right.
Gate now. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Heaven's Gate were the ones who are obsessed with sneakers and the alien spacecraft that we're going to take into the afterlife.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's
God,
pretty crazy.
God damn. What an exciting cult.
Pardon?
For a little while anyway. So yeah, Resident Evil Afterlife, basically the last one.
No. We did Afterlife.
I'm sorry, final chapter.
Resident Evil. Now we're at
Final
the
chapter, I
final
meant to say.
chapter.
Yes, you're right. I said that wrong. Yeah, so we're not moving to the afterlife. We've already passed beyond that.
We're already out of the.
Yeah.
We've been to the
Yeah.
afterlife and beyond.
Yeah. Now we are in reincarnation. Or the final chapter. So this one, Jesus Christ, why can't I remember these fucking movies? They all seem like kind of the same after a while.
Not gonna lie.
So you said she went back to DC.
And that's how Revelations ended.
Ah, gotcha. Oh shit. Okay. This was the one where they wanted to get really convoluted with clones. This is the movie where everybody was a clone. Including
Dr. Isaacs.
Yeah, Dr. Isaac.
And
So
you had like the holy roller,
yeah, he was a religious zealot
the
in this.
religious freak, and then you had
Yeah, he
and
was.
apparently, and Claire is held up in a big building with the last of like whatever survivors.
Yeah.
And Ian, Dr. Isaacs is riding around in a mobile assault vehicle.
Yeah.
Two Umbrella Corp guys. And they're bringing basically hordes to this place to take them all down.
Right. They're trying to take out the last of the survivors. So as the movie goes on, you uncover that it was a plot that was put in place, a long time before, to basically stop humanity, reset the clock on the earth, and then people who were chosen, I guess, within the Umbrella Corporation to still be around after the apocalypse when all humanity is gone, will be reintroduced. So they're all in cryogenic suspended animation, down in the original location of the Hive. So that's just the general dealings that are going on throughout the movie. I don't know. I didn't hate this one. I felt that everything that happened seemed like, everyone was thinking 3 steps ahead. That's what I felt through this this movie. So it's like, don't do that. Like Mila couldn't win. Her character Alice couldn't win against Dr. Isaac because he was enhanced, but she had she thought a couple steps ahead. Made a sacrifice of like her fingers on her hand. Let him
They brought the laser
do
grid
that.
back.
brought the laser grid back, so we've gone full circle to the first movie again. But she let him do that so that she wouldn't notice him or he wouldn't notice her sticking a grenade in his pocket. And
we find out that Alice all along is a clone. She's not the original Alice.
Right. The original Alice.
Even from the first one? Even from the first movie?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
So this character we've been following through the entire franchise apparently is a clone. And the person that she is cloned from was actually in cryogenic stasis in the hive the whole time. But she was someone with like an aging disorder.
Like to save her, that's kind of why the virus was created. Isaac's partner, it was his daughter, but it said it would cure her of the thing, but it would age her really quickly.
Yeah.
So she was like an old woman in a wheelchair, but she was actually the original daughter and the original Alice.
Right.
That's kind of a cool twist, honestly.
Yeah. They kind of went a different
on everything and give it a chance. God damn it!
I haven't said anything negative. I don't think I've said anything.
I'm so confused.
Yeah.
I have to watch them. I'm really confused.
Yeah, so.
But again, they fucking ruined it for me at the end because it's basically the movie that wouldn't end. They kept giving us extra scenes, and of course I thought the whole like airborne antidote thing was kind of stupid.
Like how fast did those zombies just drop?
Right. As soon as it broke on the ground, it's like waves, it's like a ripple pond effect, where all the zombies like, moving out from her just like fall down immediately.
They literally just drop.
Yeah. She assumed that she was going to die as well, because she had, T virus in her system. So yeah, that bothered me. And of course, we can't just end it there either. After we have the scene with the Red Queen, she's got to drive off into the sunset on another motorcycle, give us another fucking voiceover monologue. You know what I mean? Like it's like every time I thought the movie was over, it just kept going.
Well, that's the one time I'm happy if they didn't make another, because they show her riding off and she's going and it says New York City, Manhattan.
Oh no,
New York! Like they're gonna just make like ghetto fucking zombies and fucking.
Yeah.
I'm like, stop it.
Oh, you're like, oh look, another Guido zombie. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck, Hey, look, there's a zombie with a hairnet and an apron.
Jesus Christ!
Sorry. But I didn't hate this one. I actually kind of like this one.
No, it was.
It just pissed me off that they refused to end it. I'm like, fuck.
Sounds like Return of the King, where they just kept having goodbye scenes.
Yeah. That's right.
I have a question for Mike. Because I haven't seen it, but from what you're describing, I know I'm overthinking this. The airborne thing that they dropped, I'm assuming it has to be inhaled, or is it just like
supposedly? And she even said that, she goes, the wind will carry it. She said it might take years to be hit all the corners of the earth, but so there's one little vial is going to cure the earth.
But I mean, like when they drop it, it's like a cloud, right?
Not even.
Yeah.
It's like she broke it and the zombies just fell. There wasn't
Some
even
mist.
Like, you didn't see
Maybe
a.
So do they like absorb
vapor.
it through their skin, or do they have to breathe it in?
Apparently, they breathe it in really quick because they're like.
But they can't breathe; they're dead.
Look, I didn't write
Are
that.
they?
Sorry.
That's what's confusing me. How could they
I don't know.
inhale it if they don't
Yeah.
breathe because their lungs don't?
Yeah,
work?
we can suffocate. We can suffocate a zombie.
Not nearly as confusing as the ref.
Wow.
Oh, he's bringing out the big guns if he brings out the ref.
Yeah.
All right, I'm way overthinking it. Sorry.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. No, and that was the other thing that I was going to pick on. When she's down there in the facility, trying to foil the plans and blow up the cryogenic, freezer units or whatever. She has her encounter with Dr. Isaac, and he basically tells her, you've got 9 minutes to save the world, and then we get 20 minutes of movie. I'm like, fuck, this 9 minutes is really slow,
I'm getting
They're
yelled
on
at.
UK
I'm
time.
getting yelled at. I gotta go, guys.
All right, man.
Yeah,
See you later.
next time.
Good night, Dad.
Bye, Adam.
Right.
Good
Night.
night.
Yeah. So that was that was part of just the stupid shit that
It's like they knew they
nitpicking
had
when I
to
was
end the
watching it.
movie. They were like,
Yeah.
let's just break this, and boom.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, wow, they spent all this time down in the
Six movies, and they're like,
hive.
let's end it. And like,
They go up, they give me 30 seconds of that, where she finally breaks it, but he has to stop her one last time.
I like then him and the crazy Jesus freak Isaacs and the other Isaacs meet.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
what gets me is she couldn't beat him hand-to-hand combat. Like, he was kicking the shit out of her left and right. And that crazy Jesus freak Isaac just came and stabbed him. Like
Yeah,
where are your reflexes?
that's right. Yeah, it's like, wow.
Just God helped him.
Yeah.
It was the
Well,
Jesus freak one.
must have been that grenade that blew up his side, that threw
Yeah.
off his
Threw all his
abilities.
reflexes off.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
hamster got approved.
The what?
The
Sorry.
ham-
Yes,
the
that is a hamster
hams-
video.
The hamster
No.
got approved.
Okay. So,
The hamster got
Yeah.
approved.
mhm. There you go.
The hamster got
Potty hamster. You want that one? There you go.
Aw.
Is that it? Oh, there you
Dog.
go. Okay.
Oh my God, my heart.
Those, my ovaries. Jesus.
Oh,
So,
I do not want another one now.
I did manage to watch another Resident Evil movie. I did not watch the animated ones. I don't know if you've seen those, Mike.
I own them. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
Of course you own them.
How many are there? Because I have 2 of them.
I have one
497.
on one DVD. There's 3 movies,
Okay.
and I think they just made a 4th one.
Oh, I think I did see a preview for another one. Yeah, I think I've got at least 2 of them. I can't remember which ones they are.
Yeah, they're actually pretty good.
It's one of them called Damnation or something, or
Degeneration.
okay. All right,
I'm
maybe
not
that's the
sure.
one
I
I'm
haven't
thinking
seen
of.
them in a while. I have to,
Might be the one I'm thinking of.
but they're actually worth the watch.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I might go back and watch those since I have a couple of them. But I saw this one today. Welcome to
I'm
Racoon
gonna
City.
actually watch that right after we get off this.
Oh,
I've
you haven't
seen
seen it?
If you're, a lot of people like that better than the previous 6 movies, because that's like shot for shot from Resident Evil 2, the video game.
I was impressed.
I mean, even the police station and everything. I mean, it's right out of it's the police station from the game.
yes.
It's, so that's what a lot of people love that movie
Yeah.
for. You got the mansion, you got you have the police station which Resident Evil 2 takes all
Yeah.
place in the police station trying to get out.
That's exactly what I was going to say. The scenery in this movie is like watching, it
Like a
take place
gameplay almost.
in the Resident Evil 2 video game. I mean, somebody
I thought
took
the
a
girl
lot
that
of
played,
even the orphanage. They have the orphanage in
I
there.
Yes.
like that one.
Yeah.
I might like that one better, I
Yeah.
think, then. I've
the
not
girl
got to
that
that.
played Claire, I thought did a good job.
She did. She did.
I like
Um,
her. I don't know. I forgot her name. She was in the new Tomb Raider as well.
Hold on.
But I thought she did a great job. The kid that played Leon didn't do it for me.
I need to go.
Yeah,
Because
they might.
number one, for me, I mean, I watched the Nickelodeon show Victorious with Victoria Justice with my daughter for years, and he played Beck on Victorious. So from one of these little kid teeny bopper shows. So like now I see him in Resident Evil, and all I see is Beck from Victorious. Like, I'm
Ivan
waiting for him to break
Yogia.
out into song.
Yeah, he's got a name I can't say correctly.
Yeah, he's got a weird name.
And of course, we had Neil McDonough in this as William Birkin, which was cool. I
Yes.
saw him. I was like, "Ah, shit, it's the Tin Man." Yeah. So the chick who played Claire Redfield was Kaya Scodelario. Yeah, she was pretty good. And I didn't even hate who they put in for Chris Redfield, that Robbie Amell.
Yeah,
he's okay. But yeah,
I'm on it now. What's the guy who played the police chief? Donnell Logg. He's been in a ton of shows.
Yeah. I think some people recognize him from ER.
Okay,
I think he was on there as like a paramedic.
What was his name again?
Donald, Donal, Logue.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Logue. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it
So
was funny because he was like the police chief, and he was like, "Fuck this shit, I'm out of here."
yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, he did a great job. He's a good actor. If it suffered from anything, I feel it suffered from trying to do too much in one movie. But even so, I didn't hate it.
No, I thought it was a good watch. It was different, and like I said, if you're a fan of the games, even more than the movie franchise, this was the movie for you.
Oh yeah.
If you wanted fan service from the video games, and this is what you watch.
Right. Although I feel like they did wrap up, like the final boss scene awfully quick. And I kind of nitpicked that because, Leon's character, comes in with a rocket launcher, fires it inside a freaking train. Okay. And I'm supposed to believe that all four of them didn't die when he did that. All right. It's like they're not made to be used in enclosed spaces. but that's okay. You can only do that in the movies. But anyhow, that one is worth it. If you're looking for another one to watch, I think that one's.
Yeah, I might go to that one.
That's a good way to go. Yeah. So, I don't know. Where else do you want to go? Huh? Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I think just from listening to you guys talk about it, I probably will finish the series.
Okay.
I definitely want to see how it ends up.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, and they do try to get inventive with the storyline, even if they do get a little long-winded or they forget how to end a movie.
Right.
They just suffer from this. Oh, we don't know how to end it, so we'll just give you 5 endings. One after the other oh, you thought that was the end? No, it's not. This is the end. Nope, that's not it either.
That's not it.
Yeah. Maybe is this the final? Is this it? Is this the end? Yes, this is it. So,
but also shout out to the Ice Nine Kills video for Rainy Day, which is their tribute to Resident Evil. The video and the song, totally. If you like Resident Evil, I know Mike knows Ice Nine Kills anyway, and there's stuff.
I know, but I don't know of this song. Now I have to find it.
It's called Rainy Day. The video and the song is basically based on Resident Evil. It's really good.
I'm definitely gonna.
I'm kind of gutted because it was on the set list in France and Germany this week, and they've just gone to England this week. And as you know, I keep saying I go on Monday, and they've taken it out the set list for England. So yeah, I'll send you a link now. It's great.
I definitely want to see it.
Yeah, song on the video is brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the Netflix the series?
I started it.
I haven't. I've seen trailers.
I didn't like it.
It didn't hit for me.
My daughter, who loves Resident Evil as much as I do, she's played every game. watched every movie. She knows probably more about the series than me. It's her favorite, and she liked it. And the jerk actually told me, she was like, you didn't understand. Like I'm an idiot. Like it was too fast for me. She was like,
Hey,
Yeah.
When it didn't get renewed, she was like upset. I was like, hey, you like that? It was horrible.
I didn't think it was bad. I feel like they were giving me backstory I didn't care about.
And
you know what I mean?
And I don't like they made, like, obviously they made Wesker black. I don't care that they made him black, but it was like some scenes were like anti. It was like, oh, it's very, like one of the doors, like, oh, it's when they moved to like the very white here. Like it was like it was made during that time. It was like where they were just throwing everything was like digs about that. I'm like, so the first episode, I'm like, here we go. But I watched it, and it, like I said, there were some good scenes, but it really didn't hit for me.
Yeah, he was probably the best character.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna pick one, the girls were all right, but he was awesome. Especially,
I thought he played a good part. I actually did, but just the overall, it was like just losing me. It wasn't keeping me.
Yeah, and R.I.P. He's dead now.
Yes.
So, Lance Reddick.
Wants to
know who we're talking about?
John Wick.
Yeah, from John Wick movies.
Yeah.
He was
on my bucket list.
Yeah, he was in the Resident Evil series, and best character in that show.
American Horror Story.
Yeah.
Scared the shit out of me in American Horror Story.
Yeah.
Seems like somebody who could do that.
He was great.
Which American Horror Story was in? Not that I'm going to watch it, but
Coven was the first one he was in, and then he was in Apocalypse.
Yeah. Terrifying.
Every time I watch an American Horror Story that Nicole makes me watch, all I see is man ass.
Oh, I just love American Horror Story. I just love them.
I watched the first one, Hotel. Who was the dummy in that movie? In that show? Dylan McDermott.
Dylan McDermott. No, he was in Hotel. No, he was in Murder House.
They're in the house.
Murder House.
And
Apocalypse.
Yeah.
I guess like the maid, she's a hot redhead, and she's about to start masturbating. I'm like, all right, she's getting it. And the second she starts, they cut to like Dylan McDermott naked, standing there in his ass. I'm like,
you're like, son of a bitch! They did that on purpose. You're like, they did that on purpose.
I mean, glued to the TV and then just freaking turned it on me.
They knew you were gonna do that. They knew your face was like 6 inches away.
And yeah, exactly.
Suddenly it's boom, man ass.
All I was doing was cursing. I was like, fucking Nicole.
Watch Asylum. Asylum is the best season of the entire series.
Amazing.
Asylum's fantastic. Evan Peters is just.
I think Asylum's my favorite one.
Yeah, Asylum's Rich's favorite.
Mine
For
too.
me, I don't know. I like Freak Show, and it's unpopular opinion.
I like Freak Show. I've seen Freak Show.
I love Freak Show.
But you have to watch all of them because they all come together in the end.
I watch Freak
Yeah,
Show.
they do. Everything makes sense all the way through.
Yep.
I watched Freak Show in 1984. Is that another one?
Oh, I like 1984.
I loved 84.
actually like that
84 was good.
Yeah, that's like the slasher one, basically.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. They talk about the Night Stalker and all that. That was a
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. Well, since we've exhausted most of the Resident Evil movies, I would like to ask one more question. Since you are the gamer type and you've played the originals, you play the remakes, if you wanted to see a place for these movies to go, if they were to continue, maybe not the original series, but maybe piggyback on the one that we just had, Welcome to Racoon City, where would you like to see it go?
Like I said, they could do a movie just on Biohazard in the house with the hillbillies, and they could film it in Pennsylvania.
It could.
Eating scrapple around the table.
They definitely could.
But no, seriously, Biohazard was a crazy game. I just on that alone, they think they could make a movie. But then Village went like so many places because you had the crazy village. You were in the castle. You were in the factories. You were in the water, and like
Mhm.
took you all over. So I mean, they have plenty of material they can make a movie out of.
Oh yeah.
So I would love to see that. Also, what I'm playing, you played Revelation, right?
Uh-huh.
That I think is one of my favorite Resident Evil games. I've played all of them, and it takes the whole place is on a cruise ship.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
I think that alone could be like that would be awesome too.
Yeah. I was thinking after seeing Welcome to Racoon City that I would love it if they'd go in the Code Veronica direction. They even teased it in the movie. It was like they took footage from the game and like worked it in when they were going through all the orphanage scene stuff. And I was like, oh man, would somebody finally do that? You know, I've been waiting for them to remake Code Veronica, you know, for a platform that I can, you know, play it on now. You know, I mean, they've done Resident Evil 2, they've done 3, they're
re-releasing all of them. I bought all the remasters.
They remastered the first one and 0. You know, they're basically putting them out, but it's like I haven't seen Code Veronica yet. You know, and I'm
and they
dying to have it.
They just came out with Resident Evil 4, the re-release.
Huh.
They redid that one. That's supposedly, from what I'm reading, is really good. Because I'm not a fan of that game, and now I might be tempted to buy it.
Might try it. Okay, it's all right. Yeah. So anyhow, yeah. But yeah, I'd be okay with any of that. You know, cruise ship one, that'd be awesome.
Me too. There's nothing Resident Evil I won't try. I'm up for any of it.
Mm-hmm.
No. But I'm actually going to put on Welcome to Racoon City now.
Sounds good. That's awesome.
I could listen to her all day.
This is when it's cute. It's the screaming and the crying and the, you know,
it's cute because I don't have one anymore.
The emotional roller coaster that I've been on today. You know, I'll take this. So
she hasn't executed any of stuffed animals in a while on screen.
No.
It hasn't happened.
That's right. Which one was that? Was that the dinosaur? She
was hanging him in.
I think it was the dinosaur she was trying to hang. Yeah. I love that girl. After my own heart.
I was like, what hangout can you go out where we actually see an on-screen hanging?
Yeah, it was awful. Yeah.
People pay to see that stuff.
I don't think that there was a trial. He did not have a jury of his peers. She just went straight to death. You know.
She's brutal.
Yeah, she is. Rules with an iron fist.
Good girl.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyhow, I think that concludes our discussion on Resident Evil. Of course, I think we'll be trying to next week is Final Destination. After that, I think I'm going to push to do some more like general topics. Kind of get away from the franchise game for a little bit because
franchise is hard because then everybody's under pressure to watch all these movies,
right? And, nobody's got time to watch them all. Yeah, or lack of interest. I mean, that's
not only that. Even if you want to watch them, if they're not all streaming, and then
or something comes up in the week, or you've got something else on, it kind of can get in the way.
Well, as you know, we can't get fuck all here.
We do struggle to stream. Well, like Abby said earlier, she couldn't get 3, we couldn't get 2.
That's ridiculous.
Get over here.
Okay. Tablet, I'll put it on there.
Get your laptop.
What?
Did you get the laptop?
Yes.
Are you on it now?
No, I'm still on my phone. I'm watching on my laptop so I can actually see you guys move. Yeah, I got it open and somewhat set up. I got to test out the camera and the microphone, but other than that.
Did you tell the guy what you were going to use it for?
Yes.
I like when well, what are you going to use it for? I'm like, porn.
Straight up.
If we can do other stuff, that's great, but porn.
Yeah. I could just imagine that Mike going in a Best Buy saying, yeah, I'm starting an OnlyFans page. So I need something that's good for video. Awesome. Okay. All right. Careful with the cat. Jesus. So, all right. Well, then I'm going to click end of the broadcast. So I'll say good night to all of our viewers. You guys are welcome to stick around for a couple of minutes if you want. And boom.